Connected to iPhone. iPhone disconnected. Ready to pair.
Bitch.
Connected to iPhone. Connected to iPhone.
I heard you. In 1931, Herman DeVry founded a university rooted in technology. Today, DeVry University continues that spirit of innovation, infusing tech in all we teach. DeVry University, forever forward.
Purchase your tracks today.
Smell that? Boy.
Purchase your tracks today.
You ever smell a dead skunk? Just like on the highway or something, somebody just run over a skunk and flatten that bitch out. You know, those fucking oil sacks just explode. And there's like skunk smell in the air for like a mile radius. That's what this smells like. It's weird. Because people like, ew, skunk smell. I be like, ooh, that shit smell like some loud. I might have to get me a skunk for a pet. I'm gonna name my skunk Loud Master. Damn. Roadkill. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call this bud right here, roadkill. Yo, what you smoking, man? I smoke some of that roadkill. Some what? Man, that shit smell like a dead skunk, boy. Damn, that shit is fantastic. It stinks in such a good way. I can't really explain it. It's like nastily delicious. It is. I'm gonna smoke the shit out of this thing. Jesus. Shit look like a miniature pineapple. What the fuck? Pineapple Express. Let's see. camera. Just act right for 1 second. Son of a bitch. Oh, that shit looks. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Yo, car, that's fucked up. Damn. I always see people play when I run out. That's messed up, ain't it? I know the feeling. Hey. What the?
Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah. Cause I'm blazing on that killer dank. So what you think? I just call up my killer Nate. Yeah, and he's not a snake. So watch your back, cause he is not fake. And he is the realest, and he is a killer. So let me just put this right in the middle of the sentence. Do not. I lost him. You gotta read in between the lines. Read in between the sentence. So let me put this in the middle of the sentence. You won't get a penance. There is no repenting. Nothing but the penitentiary. Fuck that, you might get buried. The shit can get scary. I blow this shit and it tastes like a berry. Ooh. Cough. Oh shit. Damn.
Today's students need balance.
They call that a loud
life
pack.
and school to give you the type of learning experience. you need.
Yeah. Commercials to give you the type of learning experience you need so that you always be subservient to the 1%. We do not need you to be forward-thinking intellectuals with creative ideas. We need you to be just smart enough to work the computers and make the corporations millions. So you go to college, you're gonna be in debt for like basically half your life. But hey, you'll have a piece of paper that says a degree, and it tells people you're smart enough to work for the corporations. Not that berry. Boy, you might get buried, and I'm blowing on this shit that tastes like a berry. Ooh, that beat was hot though. I'm gonna listen to one more beat, and then I've had this watch for like damn near a year, and Fossil uses Android, which just lets me know that Android is actually better than iOS, because if Fossil uses Android, you know it's better than iOS. So I gotta figure out how to link that shit, bro. is my current watch collection.
Purchase your tracks today.
Ooh, don't hurt him, Trap. Oh, that boy be styling sometimes. Like most niggas like chains and all that shit, medallions and shit, man. I just like watches. So you can see that shit. The black face fossil, the silver face fossil. You know what I'm saying? This right here, the Tommy Bahama. Yo, this shit right here expensive as fuck too. But then now I got the new digital fossil. Oh, not the smartwatch fossil. But that shit won't link to my fucking phone, yo. So I gotta figure out how to get the smart fossil to pick up text messages and phone calls and shit from the iPhone. But yeah, I just like fossil, man. They're not really cheap, but they're definitely not real expensive at all. Like, you know, this right here is like $180, like $210. This shit right here is like $3 something. I think this watch right here is probably actually my most expensive watch. It's like a $400 watch. But the fossils, you can get a nice ass fossil watch for less than $200. Like I said, this black shit, I think I got this shit on sale for like a buck something, like $160, $180. And that shit is hot as fuck, yo. You know what I'm saying? That shit look like a man watch. It look like something a man would wear. This is a grown man shit. Fossil. So, but now I didn't think it'd be that big of an issue. But the smart fossil watch uses the Android system, and it's like it won't sync with my fucking iPhone. And I'm really thinking about getting rid of the iPhone now, just so I'll get a fucking Android, a Galaxy Note or something, just so I can use my fucking watch with all the features on it, you know? Like my cousin, he was bragging, showing off on his shit. He got the iPhone watch, and he set his camera up, and then he started controlling his camera from his watch, taking pictures and starting and stopping the video on that shit.
Our founder, Herman DeVry, was inspired by technology.
I can't do that shit. I want to see what other features are possible if I can just sync that shit. I got all the time in the world, baby. All the time in the world. I had a couple of other fossils. I've had these for years, but like my first one got stolen. I cracked one, and I've lost a fossil watch. Had this fucking nice army green fossil. That shit was hot as fuck, though. But yeah, the digital shit, that shit is sweet, man. I just want to be able to use everything on it. Swipe, bitch. Oh my god. Oh, there it goes. That's how you change the faces. You just swipe, you just change to a different face. Then you can upload more faces. I like that colorful one though. That shit looks hot. Or the classic just digital watch. Now you got the nice chrome ass band, grown man looking shit. Then you flip it up and it's a digital watch. Like, what the hell? And then after, yeah, the screen will die. It'll dial back the colors too. This is a classic face. And you can save like 3 or 4 faces up there so to interchange them. But then there's like a whole list. It's way more. But I like when it sits for a while, it'll go dark like that. Then when you pick it up to look at your wrist, everything else will pop back up there. It works good in the dark too. And it's like a battery saver basically. Then there's it even has a flashlight on it where the screen just is bright as fuck. You can just shine that shit around. But so I'm just gonna YouTube University. How to set up your Fossil Q Generation 4 with iPhone, and this is, oh nope, I don't have Gen 4. This is the Gen 3, Fossil Q Generation 3. So they're gonna show you the newer one. I wouldn't imagine it would be that different, but still, let me look up. Set up your Fossil Q Hybrid. This is not what that is. This is the Gen 3 smartwatch Q Explorist. Android smartwatch meets the iPhone. Fossil Q Wonder, Fossil Q Explorist smartwatch. Okay, this is what I have, but Fossil Q Gen 3. Search for something specific, and it keeps taking me back to this one that says Gen 4. So I'm gonna still just look at this one. It shouldn't be that different. I'm thirsty as fuck already. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, good morning, guys. X hours. What's up, Tiffany? Yo, oh, telling that first round I was playing, bro. I just got the message, error, connection failure or some shit, and I tried to stream it again, and it wouldn't let me get back in there for a minute. But if everybody's on the PS4, if you have PlayStation Plus, Destiny 2 is free. The base game is basically free. The base game itself has 2 expansions that came with it. You can get both expansions for $19.99. Yeah, respect the Exile, yo. The moderator, watch out, he got that wrench. Yeah, so you got 2 expansions for $19. So I got the game free, and then I brought the first 2 expansions, $20, and it's a pretty good shooter. The colors are vibrant. The details are really good. I'm playing on the PS4 Pro on a 4K TV. The sound effects are really good. I was actually enjoying the game. The matchmaking and like squad join is tight. Yeah, it's been out for a while, I assume. So I really didn't see any bugs in it at all. The only thing is, like, Destiny has always been like that money grabbing game. So they're giving you the base game for free, 2 add-ons for the base game for $19. That's not a bad deal. But then for the rest of the game to buy Destiny 2 Forsaken, it's like buying a whole nother game. It's another like $30 or $40, and that's just the base part of the second part of the game. Just the base itself is like $40, and then you can get this other piece is like $69, or the ultimate package, which is like $79. So it's like, for the people who bought it the first time, you're telling me you bought. I really got to grab something to drink here. Jesus. Yo, that boy got me fucking cotton mouth like nobody's business. About to paint a den. From what color to what color? What color was it? What color is it going? Man, that shit good. From a sky blue to a navy, a darker color. Those darker colors make the room look smaller though. What color the trim? The trim is white? Or is it you got baseboard and crown mold or just baseboard? She wants a dark room. I know I had a room in my old house. I had this color called Toasty. Swear to God, yo, it was like a dark brown, like almost burnt toast, but not really. That's good though. That white trim, if that trim is white, like sometimes like if you don't have baseboard, you know, some people just got that shit just go to the floor. But with that bright white baseboard and a dark wall, the diameters of the room will still stick out better, so that won't look bad. There's windows. It's the den, so you gotta have some good light coming in there. That's the only thing I'd say. You gotta have hardwood floors, navy blue walls, some white trim, and a couple windows with some light. Yeah, that shit'll look nice. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I say, sometimes that dark color just, for some reason, it just makes it look like the room is smaller. But if, like say, you got some nice trim and everything, you won't lose the dimensions of the room visually. I'm always like a natural colors. I like tans and deep yellows, light brown. Like I just like earth tone colors, greens and shit like that. I'm looking for a house now, yo. I just fucking missed this one goddamn deal, dude. I swear to fucking God, bro. By one day, somebody beat me to this bitch. Cause I looked at it the other day and I should have hit the realtor right then. Like right then. Even if I wouldn't like move into that shit, which I would live in that motherfucker, but even not, because I mean, even if I didn't move in it, I could have got that motherfucker and just rent that shit the fuck out, yo. Look at this shit right here. Now this is a mobile home, but bruh, that shit 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,000 square feet for $22,000. And that ain't it. That ain't it. Where is it at, yo? There it is. Lot size 1.56 acres. Yo, 1.56 acres, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,000 square feet, 22.5. Yo, who the fuck wouldn't get that shit, yo? 22.5. What the fuck? Yo, I should have got that bitch, yo. Just for the land alone. 1.5 acres? Get the fuck out of here. Like the house is extra. I get 1.5 acres in the house? Damn, somebody fucking lucked up. That shit in South Carolina though. That's what it is. I did that shit for 7 years, bruh. I worked for a company called Griffin Insulation and Drywall. And we did insulation, drywall, middle studs, stucco, Gyp Creek floors, vinyl. Bro, we did damn near everything except plumbing and electrician. We hung sheetrock, finished sheetrock, paint that bitch, yo. And I was like, it was all different kind of crews, yo. We had our stucco crew, you had your motherfucking vinyl crew, you had the guys who hung and finished the sheetrock. They did the Gyp Creek floors too, and I was on the paint crew. And we would do new buildings. There was this one dude in South Carolina, yo. His name is Billy Powers. This motherfucker don't do nothing but buy up big ass open lots and put fucking 3-story 12-unit apartments on these bitches. And he'll build like 27 buildings. The biggest site we did, yo, this motherfucker had 42 buildings. 40 down at Myrtle Beach. Yo, this apartment complex got 42 buildings, 3 stories, motherfucking 4 units on each floor. The first floor got, 2 apartments in the front, 2 apartments in the back, in the front and the back, in front and back. Yo, this motherfucker, yo, Billy Powers, that motherfucker rich as shit, yo. He from South Carolina. He one of the richest 25 people in America, yo. And goddamn, and we had the contract for his apartment buildings, and everywhere he went and built, we'll go do everything. We'll do like I say, sheetrock, stucco, anything, and painting. Man, we'll be up in the motherfucking caulking, spackling, sanding, spraying, rolling, trimming, knocking the motherfuckers out. Man, we did that shit for years until 2008, and that's some real shit. Boy, when that recession hit, yo, Billy just stopped building. I mean, that shit ain't hurt him. Cause this motherfucker a multi-fucking billionaire. Goddamn, that shit ain't hurt him. He just slowed up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He just like, ride this shit out, see what's gonna happen. But when he stopped building, boy, that was our major contract too. We always had like several contracts, but Billy Powers was our bread and butter, yo. That was the bread and butter. But everybody got laid off after that shit. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't no more painting going on, nigga. We ain't building no more apartments right now. Then that shit come back from that goddamn war. You know what I'm saying? That Operation Freedom Iraq. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, it trickled down to the banking crisis and everything, man. That shit changed everything, yo. That shit really, really affected my ass. I was like, shit, I lost my job behind that shit. Yo, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I would have caught that shit, yo, like you say, 900 a stack a month, you making money back in a couple years. Shit, in 3 years, that shit would be profit. You be putting money back in the damn bank. All you gotta do is find a motherfucker who goddamn whoever live in that bitch, yo. That's the hardest thing is tenants, man. Finding a good tenant. Shit, 22 fives. And that shit ain't even hurt that bad. All you gotta do is put like another $2,000 in that bitch, or $2-3 grand. Just get some new carpet, some paint. I would have bricked that shit under though, and that's the only thing. That's the one thing with the outside. That shit got it got the plastic. It got the plastic skirt on the bottom. All you gotta do is take that fucking plastic shit off and brick that bitch in. Just brick that shit to the fucking ground. It's a house, nigga. And fix up that shit. I mean, that porch don't even hurt that bad. That shit ain't even hurt that bad. That'd be the main thing. I'll brick all that shit, take all that shit off and put bricks on that bitch, bro. Damn, that motherfucker got a goddamn deal. But I've been looking, boy. Like this year is the year, man. I got one property in South Carolina, man, a little rental property, but I can live in that shit if I want to, but I really don't. So it's crazy. Like I have a property and I'm still renting. I know it's weird, but I'm about to get some shit like this right here. I'm just looking for something cheap, man. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,300 square feet for 30 grand. I know that shit got a lot of work to be done to it. If they giving it up like that, I'm trying to look for something less than 50 grand, honestly. Cause I ain't trying to have no goddamn mortgages. Oh, the back of that shit tore the fuck up. But that really ain't nothing neat. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. That shit do got like a hole in the ceiling right there. 2-car garage in the back. Old ass kitchen. Kitchen old as fuck. I'm gonna try to find something for the years out. my main thing too is that I need fucking studio space, bro. I'm just, like I say, I could have went home. I can go live in that little shit I got, but that shit only like the little tiny ass 2-bedroom shit, yo. That shit too small for me, man. I need more room. I need more room than that shit. And it really, the property really for my mama. You know what I'm saying? But I'm outgrowing this shit too damn fast, yo. I need like space. I need some more fucking space, and I want another fucking bathroom. This shit only got 1 bathroom, and that shit always drive me fucking crazy, yo. I need 2 bathrooms. Download the app. I have that. Alright, so do I get that from the App Store on here? Let's see. Yo, how do I get to the fucking App Store? Let's see. See that right there? I've never gotten that far. Like, my shit will not fucking pick up this. It won't even. I don't know why, but. Alright, it says it's this app. Yo, why won't my fucking 14 viewers and one person interacting? Trippy. That motherfucking that Voss. Yo, that's the only thing. Like it never. This shit has. Yo, my Bluetooth is fucking on. Bruh. Oh my god, I'm starting to fucking hate this iPhone. I swear to God, bro. This shit won't let me use my fucking Fossil watch. It's not new. I've had it for another bad creation. This is the Fossil Q. I've had it for a while, and I've never been able to like connect this shit to my fucking phone. And so I decided today, like I just wear it as a watch, and that's all it can do is basically tell me the time. Like I don't get text messages on it. I haven't been able to use it for fucking Google Maps and directions and shit like that. So I said, so you know what? I'm gonna really try to set this watch up to date because this was a birthday present. So I've had it since June. Um, yeah. So my girl got this for me on my birthday, and it just does not want to work.
iPhone disconnected.
Okay.
Ready to pair.
Okay. Disconnect the iPhone. It says it's here in my Bluetooth list, but will it connect to this motherfucker? That's the thing. And this is what I always get. Oh, you can't see it. It says connection unsuccessful. Make sure Q Explorers 1020 is turned on and in range. Yes, it's on. It's right here. And this shit will never fucking connect. It is in range, you son of a bitch. Fuck you, iPhone. You just don't want me to use my watch because it's not an Apple Watch, you bitch. That's all it is. I know that's all it is. Oh, we have apps for it. The fucking app isn't working. I'm taking this shit to Sprint. I'm going to Sprint. I'm gonna make somebody connect this. Oh my fucking god. My watch can pick up the Bose speaker though, but it won't pick up this fucking phone. I can connect. It says Bose Color Link available right now, but I just want you to connect to my phone, man, so I can feel like Dick Tracy. Do you want me to set the watch on the phone? Is that close enough? It's literally on the eye. And this is why I haven't connected it yet, because I've tried before and it's like, it's so dumb. It's the dumbest thing ever. And I get depressed and then I just say fuck it and I'll just wear it as a regular watch. It's just a fucking regular watch. Mm. Connection unsuccessful. Whatever, you son of a bitch, man, shit, man. I'm restarting the watch, yo. Aloe vera mango juice. Nope, this is the only fucking phone I have, yo. Yo, if you get this watch, you better have your motherfucking Android phone, yo. Don't get this watch if you... Hey, Roger, don't buy this shit if you got this bullshit ass Apple phone. It ain't gonna work, bruh. Oh. There was an update. So, let's see. I just installed an update. The Samsung? Bruh, I swear I'm about to change this shit, dude. Dude. So somehow I got my contacts on here. This shit is weird as fuck, yo. Alright, I'm gonna stop fucking with this shit, man. This is why I haven't set it up yet. This is the reason why. There's the, you get your code number. There's the watch on my phone. A number is supposed to pop on the screen and pop on the watch, and it should sync, and it has never fucking happened. My God. But somehow it does have my phone. It has my phone numbers in here. I don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it, bro. I really don't understand why this shit just doesn't fucking work. Jesus. Haha. I just found one for the artists. Isn't that a nice face? It's like a paint wheel. That's nice. I'm gonna rock that. Rock that one for a minute, since I can't do anything else with it but change the fucking color of the goddamn. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you, iPhone. I'm throwing you. Man. So fucking tired of this shit, bro. It's fucking retarded. It's Apple is retarded. They make their devices so you can't plug anything else into it except a fucking $25, $50 fucking charger. And now it only has one port, so you can only fucking charge it or listen to music. Why? Because now your fucking headphones look like this. So what I do with all my other headphones, I can't fucking use them with this. I mean, look. This is an adapter, right? So it's this dick part that goes into the pussy part, and then it has a pussy part on this end for a headphone dick, but it doesn't work if they're not Apple fucking headphones. Yo, it's crazy how they just keep getting motherfuckers, because the goddamn name is just a fucking name, and it's a stupid ass fucking name at that. Stupid ass fucking.
Connected to iPhone.
I'm acting like a diva. I can't help it, man. I've had iPhone for 6 years, dude.
Connected to iPhone.
Bruh, it feel like I've been in jail. Like, nigga, can I get out, bruh?
Connected to iPhone. iPhone disconnected. Ready to pair. Connected to iPhone.
Shut the fuck up, Bose.
If doing heroin and the need to do heroin is anything like how I feel when I'm looking for a cell phone charger, then I get it.
Roger, it's just the name, bro. Trust me, dude. It's just the name. The technology is here, and everybody has access to the same fucking technology. There is no secret anything that fucking Apple has. And I've listened to other guys, tech guys, break down the stats on the processor, the app download speed, and yo, let me if I can find this one video. It doesn't make any sense, man. All the phones, the cameras are the same. The speakers are the same. And in some instances, as far as like download rate and everything like that, for apps and videos and shit, yo, Samsung fucking is better than Apple, yo. Swear to God. Apple is not the fucking shit anymore. It's not. The tech is there. The tech is cheap. Everybody has access to everything. You know what I'm saying? And there's motherfucking, there's one Chinese company that's making fucking cheap ass cell phones that are way, way nicer than this Apple shit. And they say that in the next 10 years, they're going to overtake Apple. But I cannot find this fucking video. And even now you can get fucking iTunes on Android. Bruh, I don't know why I can't find that shit. Anyway, yeah, it ain't worth it, yo. Don't switch from your shit, bro. I swear to God, I'm thinking about switching right back. I thought I was gonna come to fucking Apple and just love this shit. Nope. And over time, it just gets worse and worse. Like I said, now they didn't change the fucking jacks on the bottom. So, like, how can I charge my phone and listen to my headphones at the same time? You know what? You can't. You just can't. It's dumb. It is. And what? The iPhone 10 has the face unlock. Android has that shit too. It's like there's nothing Apple has that nobody else has anymore. It's just they're just not that good. It's like, and I don't know. And of course you can't sync another Android watch to the motherfucker. Like, dude, to me, this is my own personal opinion, my fucking Fossil watch looks nicer than any of those square face, weird looking as Apple watches. But can I sync it to my phone and use all the functions? No. Because they're stupid. I am trying to find something to listen to. I don't know what though.
Hey guys, it's time for some friendly competition between the iPhone XS Max and the Galaxy Note 9 and the S9 Plus. These are very similar devices, so I'm mostly lumping them together, aside from a couple little changes here and there. Let's go ahead and see which one excels at what's been improved on the iPhone XS Max that the Galaxies have had for a while, just how they compare now that Apple's released this huge beast. So everything you need to know regarding these, if you want to switch from one or another or upgrade, you'll find it in this video. I did want to mention that competition is definitely a good thing. I love that Samsung pushes the envelope. They keep innovating, adding new features that even Apple copies from them once in a while, and vice versa. So let's see how these compare. All right, let's start with materials. So aluminum 7000 on the Galaxies with their Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back. Apple says that their glass is the most durable ever in a smartphone, and we'll definitely have to test that out. But it does have a stainless steel border. It comes in 3 finishes: silver, gold, and of course space gray. This one, meanwhile, also does come in 3 finishes here in America, but you can get a gold additionally elsewhere. The other colors are blue, purple, and black. Now here's something I certainly didn't see Apple doing: adding the IP68 water resistance to the new iPhone XS Max. Now the Note 9 does have the same certification, the S9 Plus as well, but it's not as good as Apple's, and let me explain why. IP68 means from 1.5 meters to 2, and manufacturers can add their own rating in there as they wish. Samsung did add a 1.5 meter rating, which is 5 feet. Apple did a 2 meter, which is 6.5 feet. So this theoretically should be quite capable in the water and better than the Galaxies even. And comfort. So actually using the iPhone XS Max, it is quite a wide device. You know, the specifications are just a little bit wider. It's a little bit shorter versus the Note 9. So just like this. And the display is a little bit larger though, but it is a little bit wider than the Note 9, and I'd say that the Note 9 is generally more comfortable. You can reach more areas of the display because it's a little bit slimmer. I do like that about it. The iPhone XS Max by no means will be uncomfortable. It's just a little bit wider. The Note 9 is the thickest of all at 8.8 millimeters. The S9 Plus is 8.5, and the iPhone XS Max is 7.7. Surprisingly thin for how large it is. And display sizes. So this is just a demo. The actual screen will go to the very bottom on the iPhone XS.
He's an iPhone fanboy. I can hear he's... No, this is the only phone I have. I don't, like some people have 2 and 3 phones at one time. Like, nah, I have a phone. When it gets old, I trade it in, get another one. I don't keep more than one phone. But he's a fanboy of Apple. He's not. He sounds kind of biased. Not really. He's trying to be fair, but I can hear it in his voice. And plus, he's comparing the iPhone XS Max to the Galaxy Note 9. So yeah, Apple got the Galaxy Note 9 and they broke that bitch down and they said, oh, we're going to add that to ours, we're going to add that to ours, and then they came back with this shit. It's like, oh, the iPhone XS Max. Like, yeah, that's after this phone has already been out for a while though. So, and he's making it seem like it's better because, you know, they were, you know, 2 techs at the same time. Like, no, Apple just released that shit. Like, they just put that out the shit on their own phones. Like, why didn't you put that in the first package? Oh, well, we had to wait for everybody else to put out their shit so we can break their shit down and steal the ideas and put it in our phone. That's why we didn't put the 10XX Max out the first time. Okay, I'm done.
Elephant remembers it all, down to irrelevant. The regiment, a journey that slightly resembles the revenant. The valley of the shadow of death, militant energy prevalent. Cautious, not hesitant. I'm no average bum, not Travis Guns, but I know street etiquette. Don't be negligent. I found this knowledge, no prerequisite. Shout out to feminists, the real ones, all of the others is enemies. It's evident, niggas ain't swimming with me in my element. These lying niggas, Ryan Lochte. I'm on Michael Phelps with it, a bit more eloquent. Better temperament, a different thermostat. I'm learning that I tell the truth and they gon' do me like Copernic. Got it burning up. Just some heat was thrown in the furnace, you can turn it up. Then we multiply, stepped out draped in decadence. Black excellence, edified, exercise, and eat my vegetables. If food for thought was vegetables, you gotta know that it be pesticides. Revolution won't be televised. They want all my niggas pacified. I'm paralyzed, can't plead the fifth. Jumping out the plane, no parachute, just click. I see the sip. Anakin with the Icarus, building off this water on some fever shit. You know who to leave it to. Flow sound like he don't know what's 10 and 2, and shit is just beginning to take shape. Niggas get bitter as grapefruit, but couldn't hold the pen after shake weight for 2 months. Some say I'm too blunt, couldn't give 2 fucks. Under the same weight, but crumble like blue cheese. Crumbling blue dream, I need like a QP for the month and some octane. For my pony, I roll up in the tents and I hot box. Got my lonely islands that I got blown to. I wrote the bars off of Stony. Remember us hella bent. Remember like elephants. Remember.
New Mick Jenkins.
Hey, we're Root, and we can save you up to 52% off your car insurance rates. Download the app and take Root for a ride today.
This is Sway.
Sway.
In the morning. Shake it,
Wake your fuck ass up.
cross the
Make me a producer.
It's time for our Friday Fire Cypher
It's Friday.
on Sway in the morning.
All right, that was David Cisco. Who are some of those artists that were featured in that mini mix?
It's hard to select, but those 4 artists in a row that you heard were Sandflower, Wavy Nights, Ninja Sonic doing Ninja fucking Sonic, Prince Terrence, the DJ, and an amazing musician doing All Night, and then Sour Life from Crown Heights doing Keep It Burning.
Okay, that's nice. You like that? You like that, HP? Like that? Hey, David, I want to introduce you to a true lyricist right here. A true MC. MC. You know, legacy is sealed. You know about that Free Nation. You know the residue they leave, impact they make.
Great intro.
Yes. This ain't for those who pretending to be MCs. This is for those who were born as MCs. The Healing Component is the name of this new project. He's one of those dudes that make your face, he'll make you look young for a long time because you're going to be squitching up your face when you hear his bars. And that's good for exercising your facial muscles.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to do that from time to time. I'm really excited to have him here because listening to his project, I'm always impressed by people who I really, I say this, and it doesn't matter if you're a rapper, singer, musician. I really enjoy Solange Knowles' project. Because I can listen to that project and hear the effort that she put into every moment of that project. Even if that moment didn't require heavy lifting, I think she thought about it. You know what I mean? She put her love and care into it. When you listen to this man's project, the healing component, as far as MCs go, and musically, I can tell that they really sat down and thought this out. And he probably got a great team around him that said, nah, man, scrap those bars. You got to do something different. Or he either did it to himself. Because from beginning to end, I really enjoyed this project. Welcome to the show, the one and only Mick Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. It's been a long time for you, man.
Yeah.
How long it's been now?
About 5-6 years.
5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's not an overnight success.
At all.
How'd you get started?
I always was writing. You know what I'm saying? I was doing poetry from a young, early age and started rapping in college. It was around the time that Dre Beats Headphones came out.
Okay.
And it was like the prize for winning this rap competition. So that was my focus. You know what I'm saying? When I started rapping, getting some headphones.
Yeah.
And it just very, very naturally spiraled into what it is right now. Mixtape after mixtape with no response from more than 200 people. It just kept me working more and more until something caught on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. More than 200 people.
Did you win the headphones?
No.
Come on, man.
Hell no.
Who beat you?
I be rapping. You know what I'm saying? He had more of the crowd on his side, so that's what happened.
Yeah, that lean
music.
But it's crazy how
he had some bars though, but man, I got bars. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but no, he definitely had more of the crowd, and I think that's what ended up doing it.
But besides bars, you obviously have resilience because that didn't phase you losing that. And then you said not getting a response from 200 people you emailed.
No. Like I would drop a project,
Yeah.
and I get 200 downloads. You know what I'm saying? That's
okay.
nothing. But it just made me feel like, all right, well, I gotta do something better. All right, well, I gotta do something better. All right. I ended up having 5 projects before Trees and Truths.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I took them off once Trees and Truths came out, as I noticed that people were really starting to get hip. But yeah, like you said, it was just resilience. It was like, all right, well, back to the drawing board.
Yeah. So can you give us like a mini tour of your evolution? Like, what's the difference from when you first came out with the music between now and this latest chapter in your life?
Well, I really wasn't talking about anything when I first came out. And I've always been true to who I was, but I was not doing anything either. You know what I'm saying? I was in college, fucking around, not really worried about school. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be this guy that I was trying to be, and that's what I was rapping about. You know what I'm saying? Something happened in my life that caused me to really, really look at what the fuck I was doing. And I wasn't doing anything, so I went back home and tried to get my life together. And that's when the music changed, because like I said, I was always talking about who I was and what I was doing, and I just started getting a lot of realities of the world, in my face all at one time. And I just went through a lot of learning, a lot of lessons, throughout that period of coming home and being like, boom, you're on your own. You're by yourself now. Now what you gonna do? Navigating that world. Really, really grinding. I was trying to hustle money to go out and do whatever I had to do for the day at the beginning of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even move around unless I, made some money first. You feel me? So, ended up getting a job, a pretty decent job, copywriting.
Copywriting?
Yeah, for a marketing firm in the West Loop of Chicago. That shit was going really well. Got a raise. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about putting me on payroll. It was lit. And I went back to school. Not to school, but to the city to fuck with my niggas. Ended up getting arrested and did 34 days for possession. Lost that job. And then came back to Chicago after that, and it was like, well, I know I could do the corporate thing. let me try the music. You know what I'm saying? And 2.5 years later,
here we are.
Yeah. So that shit was tough. You know? It was definitely a road. But like I said, everything kind of progressed really naturally. There wasn't like any like big jumps in between any of these things. You know what I'm saying? It was like lessons learned and abilities cultivated in the meantime. You know, so.
That's something that happened. You mentioned earlier. Was it the going to jail that changed your? You said something.
Nah. It was like a breakup. Yeah.
Breakup.
I might have got cheated on. Actually, I didn't have all the evidence, but I had enough evidence. You know what I'm saying? That I was.
And then with there's smoke, bro.
Yeah.
Like what kind of evidence you have? Like ass shots or something on the phone or something like that?
Nah. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Actually, and I hate to say this shit. No. She I was, all right, this is what happened. I was laying on the bed. She was laying on my chest, right? She got a phone call, and it said, Dad. She was like, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? I told you I was going to hop on the phone with my dad. I'm going to go outside and take his call. She goes outside and take the call. Maybe like a week later, I'm using her phone because my phone is dead. And, you know, on some nosy nigga shit, some college nigga shit, I just went through her phone. But I didn't even have to go through her messages or nothing. Like, I just saw this app called Fake a Text. And I used it before. So I'm hip. I'll open the app, and it's that message. That one, like, okay, Rennie, you could call me now from Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like, well, I just put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Then in the midst of putting that shit together, I peeped a lot of lies and shit. So who knows what happened? But I wasn't comfortable with it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, there'd be no need to lie. You know what I'm saying? If it was all kosher. So I just got out of there. You know, like I said, that shit hurt. And then it was just like, what am I doing down here anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck am I doing?
See, that makes sense, yeah, man, because you got a couple of skits on here, like this type love interlude. And I was listening to the conversation in this type love. Can you love somebody? Is love the same for everybody?
Yeah.
You know, you guys go into this kind of conversation. Yeah. And I was thinking, as hardcore of a rapper this dude is, he got a real soft, sensitive side about him, too, it seemed like.
You know what? I think what those words mean to people says a lot. I don't think it's very soft or sensitive. I mean, for what those words mean to people, it is. But for me, it's just like, this is reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not dealing with this, if you're not addressing this in yourself, like, you got problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not talking about this stuff, if you don't understand these things within yourself, then you have problems. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing soft. It's actually hard for men to be this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're actually not wired to want to delve into these things and understand these things with great understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's actually harder for us. I don't really feel like. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that. And that's something about that interlude that I wanted to be understood, that I know that's not going to be readily understood, is that I felt free to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I started with a no and ended up changing my answer at the end of the 3 minutes to a yes. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a big problem when you're talking about stuff like this, is that people jump on you as soon as your opinion is different and don't allow the space for you to, like, talk through something and change your mind. You understand what I'm saying? That's something that I wanted to be noticed too. But, you know, more so than anything, is just have that conversation. Well, I never thought about that before. That was a rare, raw conversation between me and my sister, and I never thought about that like that before.
So none of that was scripted. That was okay. Conceptually, that's like this. The album got so many threads. You know, the way it moves and the sequence, I thought was really well done. And I'm glad you're explaining this to me, because we do this thing where we break down the lyrics.
Yeah.
And you got a song called "Spread Love," and one of the verses in this song, I want to break down the lyrics.
Let's do it.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get? Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the lyrical breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the Morning.
All right. We're going to break down the lyrics to the healing component. All right?
Right.
All right, cool. But I want to start with the second verse. All right? I'm not going to rap it as well as you do, Although if I put my mind to it, man,
You probably could.
Do whatever
my
you
man
want.
man
Probably
understands
find
me
the flow.
well. You
You
know,
feel
that
me?
meant a round of applause right there. That dude knows me. He knows me, Heather.
What's happening? That's crazy.
Second verse. I'm not always talking marijuana when I'm referencing these trees. But what are you talking about? If that's not always marijuana.
I think that I interchange it with a lot of different meanings that are very similar. But I talk about the roots.
Okay.
Being like the roots of situations being what they are. The tree being like the thing that you see. The leaves and the fruit being what we produce. You know what I'm saying? So I could be a tree. You know what I'm saying? And where my roots are, you know, what has caused me to arrive at my understanding of the world today. You know what I'm saying? And then the leaves and the fruit are the things that I produce because of that understanding. I think a system can be a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like with the same things apply. And often we see the tree. A lot of times we don't see the tree. Most of us see the leaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and very, very rarely the roots of the situation. So that's something that all of the metaphors that I put together from trees and truths, waters, you know what I'm saying, spread love, they're things that remain true even if it's not swallowed up by that concept. So it's not going to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like that idea has been there since Trees and Truths, and it's something that I can still put in, you know, the healing component and not, you know, mixing up the metaphors or anything. Like they just kind of remain. So
Okay. Always talking water, but that's just the truth. You got to read between the lines.
yeah, water is synonymous with truth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay. And got you sniffing coca off $100 bills. We sipped the lean, we popped the pills. Pills. You want to get into that a little bit? Or
I mean, that's just, you know, what we do, drugs. You know what I'm saying? All these things that we do, and it's.
You
And
do drugs?
I smoke weed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've never done any other hard drugs. I've done shrooms.
Okay, shrooms.
I took a half of his hand so I could actually go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've never done any hard drugs.
Okay.
But weed, you know what I'm saying? I say weed often whenever I'm talking about, you know, things, especially things that we do as a society, as a youth, as a generation. Because I'm a part of it, whether I'm doing that shit or some other fuck shit. Like I'm not free of like that finger, you know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. With everything that's supposed to be bad gotta be such a thrill, why is praising mediocrity such a skill? It bothers me.
Me too.
Get into that.
Why is praising mediocrity such a skill? It bothers me when rich niggas with minds below poverty lines get to play like they Socrates. That's the line. And I think it's a lot of mediocre shit. You know what I'm saying? And we be talking about it like it's not just okay. Like it's the newest, most riveting thing. You got to be talented to do that. You got to be talented to consistently like find new ways to praise bullshit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's something new. You know what I'm saying? Praise it for what it is. But we be really praising a lot of stuff like it's something brand new. Across the board, that's not attack at the blogs or anything. That's people. Right. That's when we recognize new content. That's just people. You know what I'm
people in general. With these niggas with minds below poverty lines get to play like they Socrates.
Yeah.
I play like apostrophes. I feel like I wrote that shit. I felt dope when I said that right there. I play like apostrophes. I mean, I'm over the words unless they verbs. That's when we see curves like sundresses in June.
Right. I'm over the words unless they verbs. It's a reference to action.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, same thing. A lot of people talk about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And fail to follow through with action. You know, and even for myself, you know what I'm saying? That's something that's for myself. That's something that I struggle with a lot. Is trying to figure out the most effective ways to put my feet on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very comfortable to be in a position that I'm at and just be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I often find myself checking myself to make sure that I'm staying consistent with the ideas that I talk about. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very important, like I showed on this type of love, to show that like ain't nobody perfect. I don't know it all. I'm not trying to front like I do. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a level of like a path that I have to remain on. You feel me? So definitely that's for myself as well.
Okay. The politicians addressing the youth, talking the loudest and smoking the booth.
Booth. It's just Chicago slang. It's just like trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Show me proof. Who puffing the love? Who wrote up the truth? What do you mean by that?
And that's a big part of why I reference that I'm not always talking about marijuana when I'm referencing streets, because I use a lot of metaphors similar to that, and it's just because of the rate at which I smoke, right, and the rate at which people I know smoke. We smoke so much. Smoke when we first wake up. A lot of niggas I know smoke before they eat, can't eat until they smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very much an addiction, but it's something that my mom used to say. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know your Bible like you know them rap lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I hope your schoolwork is as well as, and it's just like, I hope you are dedicated to something else as much as you're dedicated to smoking. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that is for me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that keeps me like, because that's a reality. You don't got to think about it that seriously. You don't have to. It's just smoking. But I do. I do think about it that seriously sometimes, because it's like, it is. I do that shit every day.
Yeah.
As soon as I wake up, I'm making sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I reference things in that way a lot because it's just a reminder, and it is poignant if you really think about it.
Absolutely. See, as well as figuratively, we only smoke gas.
Who wrote up the fools? another. You know what I'm saying? Just a colloquialism, I guess, for a badly rolled blunt or joint. Yeah. He fooped that. Yeah. Fuck that up.
Nothing wrong with it. Wrote that shit. Wrote it, man. No oops, just smoke them out. Brought the water, had these niggas drowning and choking out. Trying to spread the healing component. This love through the culture now, like, did I say that right? Yeah. Man, let's play the song. Open up the phone lines. 888-742-3345. The healing component. That's the name of the project. If you haven't picked it up, pick it up. Pick it up now. Mick Jenkins, Sway in the Morning. Dave Cisco's here with us too. Sam Flowers here. Shade 45. Yeah, this is my artist. This is my weekend artist right here. Nice. Mick Jenkins. Osmond Benjamin and I were talking about Mick. He said, Osmond was like, that's my favorite project right now, man. I gotta meet him. Another MC. He was just talking about you, man. But you guys gotta get this, the healing component. Great for music across the board. Even beyond that, man, just the energy that comes from some of these creations, man, can help shift your day. So the healing component, make sure you pick that up. We're gonna go to the phone lines. We got Carlos on the line from Michigan. Los, what up, baby?
Yo, what it do?
What's going on, Sway? What's going on?
What's poppin'?
Nothing, man. On my way to drill. I'm in the military. I got drill tomorrow, man.
Okay, say what up to Mick Jenkins, man. Go ahead.
What's going on, fam?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Chilling, man.
Hey, man, I like the lyrical flow, man. It was slow, but hey, like you said, the metaphors and what your understanding is great, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Dolo, white, great white, I was my first love. I can't go no more, though. Moving through this.
Mick Cisco likes a challenge.
I love challenges.
Boy, it matter. You recorded a great album.
Appreciate that.
Get a thumbs up from me. But you are at Sway in the Morning, home of the MC.
It's your universe, man.
The universe, baby, belongs to the world. And that's who tunes in. David Cisco brought some beats. Now he's different. David Cisco is.
I'm different.
Oof.
I'm different.
David Cisco likes a challenge.
I love challenges.
You
got an organ here? No.
We might need one. DJ Wonder's on the beats. Mick Jenkins. Beats by David Cisco. Sway in the Morning. Shade 45. Drop that first beat. It's different. Sway in the morning.
I've been in 4 countries in 5 days. That's 8 flights, 8 rights, like 9 ways, cross 3 cultures. See vultures, I see people dying around me. My mind state is fuck. I'm just trying to.
That was cool. Like what else?
Hold on. The papers water blunts, no. No dibs on doobies, about to get lit by my dolo. White, great white, I was my first love. I can't go no more though. Moving through this water, let me show you how it's different, how I showboat. Lifted, reminiscing on them days when I would buy the pack to flip it. It's really different. It's really.
This shit sound bombing.
Just give me another one. Yeah.
I like that. Damn.
It's different. I was trying to do something different, man.
You was skating through that. I like that.
Let's go.
David, you like that, David?
Yeah. For 30 talents, most niggas be off balance. Restore it with the writtens, my hand to be all callous in no time. Got up in this bitch, but just like parking, they won't validate my shit without a cosign. Can't play on both sides, he sleep with both eyes open. I be the token black guy in a room full of people screaming nigga with me. Now, am I wrong if that's sitting with me? And fuck it, I quote it. Why hate if they wrote it? Shit is feeling iffy. And all this water got me feeling misty. Be making mad noise. Tell them flamethrowers I be blastoids in your city. Dropping dope, I could've dealt the Whitney. Sparked epiphany, he spit epiphany. Swiftly, the aftermath is 50-50. How you dealing with me? You either healing or you killing. Know the weapons you wielding. No prosper, I be no doctor, nah. He much too sickly. You must believe it though, he must be Ripley. Shout the bows out how these buckets fitting. Homie, where your thinking cap at? Know what you seeking, but I ain't preaching, a deacon of sorts. Hold your head, boy, they breaching your thoughts. Have your soul for a fucking Jesus piece in a Porsche. Couple years pouring up, send a piece to your corpse. We lost one. Just know that I could never get that jaded. If ever a bone to pick, no, I'll never be dislocated. I'm off one. Turn it with the sage for the good vibes. Better know you fucking with some good guys. But if you ever feel the drop sets from your hood, let us know that in a swift moment we could be good, fellas. It's not a game. Drop flames like Mario off the flower. Cardio for an hour. These niggas ain't got no heart. I see 10 men, but stay with the A-mans, making better decisions like my wisdom teeth came in. Game man, learning if I put it in layman's terms. You worms couldn't fuck with an early bird at your best. Young Lazarus on the rise, I'm laying it down. The rest I've been in 4 countries in 5 days. That's 8 flights. I ate rice like 9 ways, crossed 3 cultures. I see vultures, I see people dying around me. My mind state is fuck. Spent way too much money for cheap shit like prom dates. Yet and still elongate. My pockets is lined with long faces and white tears. I'm light years ahead of the buzz, y'all toying with. Cowboy and wit, making points I can't be much more poignant with. Shit. Learned a lot of lessons at the end of the burner of Nebuchadnezzar. You could toss me into the furnace, flip them the finger. Only ever did the sojourner. The sirens is ringing. Pull over, your pigment concern us. My pigment is blinking. Deep as the water. All you niggas ever seen was the surface. But wait till I surface. You might catch a scene of me surfing these waves, but I move with a purpose. Keep my faith and my patience because I'm moving with serpents. These niggas is thirsty. These bitches is thirsty. The industry lurking. The vibes in here perfect.
Don't apply that. We're doing that a disservice with applause. Let that shit breathe right there, man.
Sure. I mean,
don't say nothing.
Whoa. It's too soon.
The interview was done a long time ago, man. I want people to think about that shit for a second. Mick Jenkins, give that man a round of applause.
Appreciate you having me, man. For real.
Did you imagine that over your beat?
Let's release it.
That was perfect.
Damn. That was dope, bro.
How long? Well, who you work with? You just release it on your own? Who you work with?
We'll talk about all that.
Word.
No,
I never.
It's a letter.
Yeah.
It's a long letter.
Yeah, it put me, and I really wouldn't even make the comparison if I didn't feel it, but You know, Exhibit C has been an example for a long time of what people should be doing. But you put a lot. Yo, I heard what you said. I don't know about anybody else. I heard what you said. That's going to go down as another one of them blueprints. Like, seriously, we release that as is. It's dope.
Thank you.
It's dope. It's dope.
You notice Heather ain't said one thing the whole morning, right? and that's what she said. And so you know it's come. She like Michelle Obama. She come from the heart.
I just, you know, I'm just, yo, you got to take hats off when it's due. Hats off to you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. We're good. We're good. We ain't got to do nothing but it. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, man. I want them to live with this for a minute.
We watched him put it together.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that we can't wait for everybody to see this on Sway's Universe. We watched you put that shit together. Yeah, that was crazy.
Thank you. Mick Jenkins, man. Shit. Damn. I'm not even gonna talk to them black rappers. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Don't put them in the same space.
Yeah.
I've never heard Never Too Crazy.
You never heard what?
Never. Like he quoted some scripture and made an analogy that I ain't never even heard him involved before. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Your mama did you right.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. The Healing Component is the name of the project. Make sure you pick it up. Enjoy it. You will enjoy this. You will enjoy listening to it. Put it in your headphones and chill out. You know.
Y'all ain't never heard the Healing Component? Yo, Mick Jenkins, one of the best. Come on.
I love women, man, I do, but my relationship gets scary. She hates when I hang out at night with homies. Like when I'm leaving, she'll say something to try to haunt my entire evening. It doesn't happen until I walk out the door. Is when she'll say it. As soon as I'm walking out, she'll try to scare me for the entire night. It doesn't happen until I'm walking out. I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to leave. She's like, you've already left. What the hell does that mean? Now I'm driving like I know I was there when I said it. I'm at the club like, how could I have left already? If I was there when I said that shit. My boy's like, yo, Mike, you cool? I'm like, when did I leave? And I found out it's because she loves me. She loves me. She's trying to ruin everything because she loves me. I don't know who's in a relationship, but when you leave and she says, have fun, you think she means that shit? Have fun is the most sarcastic, disrespectful use of language that can come out of a person's mouth. Have fun. You have fucking fun. Why are you always talking to me when it's time for me to leave? Don't you got an angry text message to prepare?
Hey, this is Steve Hofstetter right here at the Laugh Factory, and I wanted to thank you for subscribing to our channel. Also, we've got some amazing new videos coming out in the next couple of weeks. So be sure to watch those. You can watch another video right now, or you can buy tickets to a show. We'll see you soon.
Don't you have an angry text message to prepare?
Okay.
I'm getting hungry now.
I grew up in Chicago, public school kid. Did y'all go to public school crowd? Yeah. They didn't care about us in public school. They gave us chocolate milk with every lunch in public school. They wanted us to get diabetes in public school. And the thing about chocolate milk, it's great, but it doesn't match any meal you can think of. Like we were eating chocolate milk and spaghetti, that doesn't match. Chocolate milk and tater tots? Come on, public school. You can't even wash your food down with chocolate milk. That's bigger than what you just ate. That whole meal is sitting in your neck after lunch. Teachers are asking you questions. What was that, Anthony? Now we're cooking with grease. Remember in school when they would hand out the worksheets to you and the teacher would lick their thumb to get better traction on the page? I hated that. Because I would always get the freshly licked page. It was like she would re-up on the lick every time she got to my desk. You guys do these worksheets and when you're done, turn them in. I'm like, got Miss Young's lick on my page. Hated it, man. You ever get you a new outfit, some new sneakers or something, and you just go to the pencil sharpener 5-6 times? You ever take the unnecessary trip to the pencil sharpener because you got some new Nikes? I used to do that, but I had Pro Wings, the Payless shoes, and I was like, yeah, y'all feeling these? Y'all feeling these. My pencil would go all the way there. It was just an eraser and a lead. That was it.
I am a teacher. Give it up for that. Yeah, and give it up for getting fucked up over the summers. I really, like, every teacher starts off really hopeful. I don't know if you guys know this, or if you know teachers. Every teacher, like in September, it's like, Tasha, you can be anything you want to be. Around June, we're like, bitch, get the fuck out of class. You ain't gonna be shit. You ain't gonna be shit. A dentist and a lawyer, bitch, it ain't happening. Get the fuck out. At the end of the year, all my students got those fucking fidget spinners and shit. And I was trying to teach them fractions one day, right? I had 24 kids in my class, and they all had these fucking fidget spinners that are supposed to make them pay attention, right? But they're all like this, like whatever, right? And I was trying to teach them fractions and shit, and they wouldn't listen. So I took 8 kids' fidget spinners, and I threw them in the garbage. And they're like, I was like, now what fucking fraction of fidget spinners are in the trash? 1/3, yeah. Okay, you bitches, yeah, you got that lesson.
I can't help my son with anything. You know, this last week before school ended, I'm trying to do math homework with him. 6th grade math homework. And I'm like, bro, we got this. It was a word problem. I'm like, dude, we got this, man. We sat down at the kitchen table, pencils sharpened. Let's do this. And I'm like, boom. And I realized I don't got this. He's like, Dad, you got to help me. I'm like, all right. And the word problem was insane. I'm not making this up. This was the word problem. It was Peggy and Pam went to lunch. And the bill comes, and Pam only has $8. But Peggy says, don't worry about it. I've got 2/5 of the bill. Did you hear what Peggy said? Don't worry about it. I got 2/5 of that. How much is the bill? What the fuck is that? No one in this room has ever said 2/5 to anything. No one's ever said, hey man, want to get a round of beers? Yeah man, I'll take the next 2/5 of the round. I got that.
What?
No one says that. Want to get an ounce a week? Not 2/5 for me, please. Want to do an 8-ball of Coke after the show? No, I'll take 2/5 right here. I'm the 2/5 guy. That's who I am. No one ever says that. My son was like, you're scaring me. I need something to write down. I go, write Peggy's rude. Write that. Write Peggy's rude. No one likes Peggy. Write Peggy's gonna live and die with a lot of cats. Write that down. You know what? Write no one likes Peggy. Write I hate Peggy. Write that in there. I hate Peggy. When your teacher asks you why you wrote that down, tell her you only did 2/5 of the problem.
Some teachers are really good, and some teachers are really bad. Some teachers just in it for the benefits in the summers. You know what I mean? They don't know shit. My best friend is a teacher. He teaches Spanish. He knows no Spanish. No Spanish. I said, how did you get that job? He said, they was hiring. I went in there and I said, buenos dias. They gave me the job.
What the hell?
He knows no Spanish. He knows no, how do you teach a class Spanish if you know no Spanish? I said to him one day, you know, just to test him, I said, well, you know, un poquito, just to see what he was gonna say. And he was like, yeah. You don't even know what un poquito means? That's a little bit. That just means everybody know it. If you don't know Spanish, everybody should at least know that. Even just as like, that's just in your handbook of shit you should know. You should know merci beaucoup. Adios, buenos dias. You should know un poquito. You should know that. Just in case, fellas, maybe y'all might get lucky one day and have sex with a Spanish woman. But if you do that un poquito come in handy because they like to go rough. I've been there. They go fast and they go rough and hi, papi. You're like, how you feeling? You liking me? You be like, oh, do you want me to slow down? Poquito, un poquito, bitch. Just slow it down. I'm not in a rush.
So, just recently left a day job. I'm a former teacher, 12 years in the city, one of those hot teachers. And I'll tell you, worked for a small program called A Couple Kids Left Behind. Some great work with the Big Brothers, Big Mothers program. And I'll tell you, you gotta talk to these parents about bad news. You gotta open up with some good news. Before you get to the meat of the sandwich, the bad news, make sure you say something nice at the end called a good news sandwich. I'm like, your son, he finished all his homework, but he stabbed me. I'm okay. Here's a bad day at work. On a field trip, a little girl stepped in dog doo and then wiped it off on the back of my pant leg. And I can't rub her nose in it, right? I can't do that. I gotta be professional. I gotta document it. I gotta talk to the girl's parents. I gotta push her down a flight of stairs. You can't do that. You can pay another kid to do it.
I used to do a lot of stupid stuff like that as a kid. I'd get in trouble all the time. I used to fight all the time at recess, and I'm obviously a bitch, so I shouldn't have done that. Anybody in here fight? You guy in the army jacket? Did you ever fight at school? For sure, right? That means he's killed people before. That means he murdered somebody today on the way over here, and he doesn't want me to talk about it. I'm the next one who's going to get murdered, obviously. But I was thinking about all my fights at school, all my childhood fights, and I remember that kids fight differently than adults. Like, if I said something about your girl, you would just beat the crap out of me right now because we're men. But kids don't do that. Kids schedule the fight for later. You guys remember doing that stuff? It was always like, hey, Tim, you messed up, dude. I heard you told the whole class I liked Maria. Big mistake, bro. 4:30 at the bus stop. I'll see you there, dude. And then you go and have all day of school together. This is a true story. I was supposed to fight Dave Ryan. We set it up for 4:30, okay? All day, everybody's like, oh shit, dude, 4:30. Me and Dave get paired up together on a science project in class. And we had to work together the whole period. I was like, I think number 3 is photosynthesis. He was like, are you sure, dude? I was like, yeah, it's definitely photosynthesis. He was like, wow, thanks, man. 4:30, bitch.
Loving kids are expensive though, man. People put pressure on me. Financial pressure with my son. Are you saving up for his college yet? I'd be paying for my college, man. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to walk him up through the financial aid line to the people I still know. Yeah, I got a tab going, right? We're good. Yeah, no, turns out I am alive. I know. My Cats in the Cradle song's gonna be totally different, you know. Boing, boing, my son went to college the other day, but I still have my own student loans to pay. Well, the check's in the mail and the bills are due. The interest on my loans continues to accrue. When you're catching up that I don't know when, but we'll be filing chapter 10, yeah. As I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, my boy makes more than me. He's only 23, living in my house for free. Still living at home and never gets it.
Dude, remember how much everything mattered in high school? I was thinking about that. Remember how much everything mattered? Remember reading out loud? Why the fuck did we have to do that? That was the most embarrassing shit ever. Especially as a guy. Like, by the way, ladies, you didn't know this. In, like, 13 years old. First off, like, we're getting hard for no reason. All day. Teachers would make you stand. Brent, can you please stand and not be hard and read the book, please? Can you put your can you tuck the penis and read Macbeth, please? And our voices were changing. That was the worst shit ever, to have to read while your voice is changing, where you're sitting up there like, in 19... Oh, Jesus. And then the worst is when the teacher would go, take your time. Don't cock block me for all of high school. You can't say that shit. And your friends were assholes too. Guys' friends, they were assholes in class. They had no sympathy. The second you're like, in the you couldn't, they were like, you can't read, you're an orphan. He's an orphan. You're a fucking orphan. Lori, he loves you. He never wanted to tell you that shit. Caught him jerking off to your yearbook photo when you played field hockey. That field hockey one from last year, you look great. But he jerked off to it. What? You did. Fuck you, Brent. You sleeping over? Fuck you. It's the worst. But nothing was worse than asking girls out. Asking girls out in high school was the worst thing in the world. Because guys, like I said, had no sympathy. But then you girls, if I got turned down, would go and tell everybody. Like the second I got turned down, you go to your friends like, oh my God, you won't believe it just asked me out. You know Brent Moore, you know the kid with like the big head and the whatever body? Anyway, he comes up to me when I'm at my locker. He's sweating so much. I mean, covered in sweat. I'm like, what, did you just jog here? I don't know. Anyway, he starts going on about how he wishes we had clowns for teachers and we should have a bear day. I had no fucking idea what he was talking about. I was 15 minutes late for class. Then out of nowhere, he turns bright red, can't even make eye contact, and he's like, I was just wondering if you wanted to go to the movies with me on Saturday. And I was like, no, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, me too, and just walked away. Did you know he was gay? And I heard he can't read. But I feel like kids today don't have to deal with that as much. Like everything I'm reading, they're growing up so fast, you know, like they're getting blowjobs on the bus. What?
Internet.
7 a.m. blowjobs. Nobody should be late for the bus if you're getting blown on the bus. Moms have to be like, Bailey, time for school? Got it. French toast sticks. You got the French toast sticks? Give me the French toast sticks. Elliot, wait! Give me the French toast. Mom, I'm gonna get blown. Give me the fucking French toast sticks. Throw them. Woo! Love school. They just go to the back of the bus like, Amanda, back here. I'm getting blown. 7. I'm so tired. Remember when buses didn't have shocks either, and you just jumped? You're like, oh.
Yo, Green Runner, what up, guys? Yo, peace to the room. I'm gonna zoom the camera back in a minute. Let me blend this part in, and I'll pull back while I work on this ear. I like how they do these little segments like that. They'll take like a topic and then find all the comedians who have jokes on that topic. And everybody was just making jokes about remembering what, like, shit from school. There was another funny one, accents. Let me see, what is it?
Introducing the entirely redesigned 2019.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat too in a minute. I'm fucking hungry.
I have an accent. Is everyone alright with it so far? Yeah, it's okay. I was speaking too quick when I first got here. I had to slow down. You know, you all have accents to me. I can't understand the fucking thing you guys are saying. Alright, I've been in America a little while. I'll try my best American accent for you, okay? So I've picked up on a few things. So this is my best American accent, right? Wait, hold on. Hey, yo, Billy! Yo, Billy, bro! The game's on! Come on over! In your truck.
Damn. Yo, he got it though, that fucking, yo, Billy. Yo, he pulled it off.
The South is awesome, as long as you're still in the South. And most of that has to do with the accent. First of all, Honey Boo Boo did not do me any fucking help at all. Because I don't care what channel it's on, you shouldn't need subtitles to understand your own language, right? Like, and I don't know what bothers me more, the fact that those shows have subtitles or the fact that I don't need them, right? I'm just watching the whole time like, I don't get it, man. I understand Mama June clear as a bell. Now you got me reading for no reason. This is bullshit. But I get it, right? Like a Southern accent, it's just not a cool one, right? Like if you heard a French accent, you'd be like, oh, he must be romantic. Right? Y'all hear my accent, you're just like, oh, he's probably stupid and racist. And that bothers me mainly because my mom is from England, right? She has a full-on British accent. Yeah, do y'all understand what I'm saying right now? Like if she would have just talked to me a little bit more. Right, just one more bedtime story, you know, just finish it, just get to the end. I could have had an accent where no matter what I was saying, y'all would be like, this is gonna be the smartest shit I've ever heard. But it's still with a Southern accent, y'all are just like, I think he probably has a GED and doesn't like minorities. And that's not fair because it's only half true. I know a few of y'all quit laughing because y'all were like, not until I find out which half. It's cool to have a GED. That's the half.
This is great. I'm glad he announced that I'm from England because the last show didn't turn out so well because they didn't tell the guy I was British and it was a hip-hop club. The host gets up on stage and he's like, coming to the stage right now. Coming to the stage right now. All the way from the hood. Keeping it real. Real thug. Real gangster. Get up, Chris James, y'all. Give it up. And they played this hip-hop music. Hardcore was like, yeah, yeah. Bust a cap in your booty, yeah. Pop, 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 pop. And then they cut the music and I was like, hello, everybody. They looked at me like they'd just seen a black unicorn. But here's the thing, you know, it's not the first time that some people get surprised. I was at this place called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Yeah, you guys eat a lot of chicken too? Yeah, it was good. It's good chicken. Good chicken. I was ordering, you know, I was asking for a table. I said, I'd like a table for 3, please. The guy behind me said,
since 1931, DeVry University has challenged our students to turn problems into opportunities.
Damn! Damn, homie! Yo, hold up. Is that your accent for real? I said, yeah. He goes, no, hold up. For real. I said, yeah. He goes, damn, snaps, all right then. Yo, T-Bone, come over here right quick. I want to show you something. Yeah, what's going on, dog? What's going on? Yo, say something, British homie, say something. Hello there. That's like a James Bond brother right there, son. Yo, no disrespect, British homie, no disrespect. But I thought you were just a regular black. I know you black, but you ain't black. I'm not a black. Now, he didn't base this Or my complexion? Why is this on my accent? How do you like it if he went to Africa and was like, hey, my brother? No. I am not your brother. Cause you are only Blake. I am Blake. African tribe of Blake.
I'm not, you guys Mexican? Yeah, I'm not. I feel like I have to explain that ever since I've gotten to California, people just assume that I am. And I tell people too, I'm like, no, half Puerto Rican, half Guatemalan. They're like, yeah, Guadalajara, that's Mexico, keep it moving. It's gonna sound dumb. I wish I was sexier kind of Spanish. I wish I were from like Spain or Argentina with that accent. You guys know what I'm talking about? How are you doing? Women love that accent. I see it work all the time at bars. Guys walk up to girls like, how are you? I want to make love to you. Women lose their mind. They're like, oh my God, he's exotic. I can't do that. Guatemalan accent, not sexy. Puerto Rican accent, worst accent ever. It is. It's horrible. Really? What? No. No woman wants to come home, see flower petals on the floor, candles lit. There's her guy. How are you, baby? I want to touch you with my BB. Like, Are you Puerto Rican?
No, I'm right here.
You too? Oh, that accent's so bad. I wish you were better. I really do. My family, I wish you were better. Like, Reddy, you could have the most important job in the world. That accent gives you no credibility. A couple weeks ago, I took a flight. The captain was Puerto Rican. I got right off that plane. I didn't, because when you get on a plane, you're supposed to hear that soothing voice. You know what I'm talking about? This is your captain speaking. This is what I heard. Hello, everybody. We are going to fly to New York. They say it takes 5 hours, I'm going to do it in 3. I was like, nah, get my bags. I don't trust this dude. That Spain accent is sexy as hell. You can say anything with that accent. It's sexy as hell. I think right now the sexiest commercials on TV are those Nasonex commercials. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's nasal spray. It don't have to be sexy, but the little Antonio Banderas bee comes out and seduces you for no reason. He flies out with his little sexy wings. He's like, having trouble breathing? It's okay, I put my stinger in your flower hole better. I'm sitting there rubbing myself like I need Nasonex. What it does?
I was in Louisiana. They got the best accent in the country. You guys ever been to Louisiana? Fucking everyone? That was weird. You're just like one person. Louisiana's got a great accent. They have a southern accent. They also have a southern drawl that goes with it. So when they talk, it's weird. They combine all their words in a sentence into one word. You just have to figure the shit out. I was at a Burger King, Slidell, Louisiana. The girl behind the counter was like, "Can I was like, damn, you must kick ass at Scrabble. You do not want to play Scrabble with anybody from Louisiana. They get the first turn, the whole board. Game's over. Goofiest accent I've ever heard, St. Cloud, Minnesota. Nicest people I've ever met in my life. Everybody was so nice, everybody had the same goofy accent. I'm off to the side of the stage, some guy's about to introduce me. The girl that booked me on the show looks at me and goes, "Thanks for doing the show." That was her voice. She had gone through puberty. It wasn't a cartoon. I'm so immature in my head, I was immediately like, I wonder what it's like to fuck this chick. She's like, oh yeah, oh, right there, oh, perfect. Are you hungry? I'll bake a cake. Something nice at the end. Everybody was so nice in that town, I can't picture there's a crime rate. I can't picture anyone in St. Cloud, Minnesota, like doing an armed robbery on the street, just walking up to a couple with a gun, like, okay. Give me your money. And they're like, nope. Oh, shucks. I'll try elsewhere. Sorry about that. Just got the gun. Thought I'd use it.
We have Little Ethiopia in Los Angeles. And is that really necessary? We know they're little. Interesting fact, Little Ethiopia is the only place that Fairfax slims down to 1 lane. I'm accepting donations to get it expanded to 2 lanes. You can, all right, fuck you, all right, good. Hopping off on that joke. You don't like the little Ethiopia joke, man. It's not my fault you don't like it. You ever seen a white guy with that accent? No, you have not. You have never seen a white person with this voice before. Because this is the blackest of all the black voices. This voice is so black, even gangster rappers are like, yo, that voice is black. Could you imagine if you saw a white guy with that accent? It'll flip you out, right? You're at the grocery store, he's like, pepper or plastic? Why are you talking like that, man? Oh, yes, I am from Zimbabwe. Holy shit, you're from Zimbabwe? What part? The top. Well, welcome to America. Do you like it here? Oh, yes, I love America. It was always my dream to one day come to America and drive around in a Cadillac car while wearing a pair of Nike Cross trainers on my way to a date with a white woman. Wait, have you ever been with a white person? Oh, no, I have not. I know. You know what they say? Once you go white, you do not return tonight. All right, good. Racist half of the room. Afraid to laugh half of the room.
So I was in Connecticut, I think it was, like a few years ago. I'm looking for this room called McGovern Lounge. That's the name of the room I knew I was performing in. So I'm on campus, I see a lady walking, I put my window down. I'm about to ask her where it is, but before I started talking in my head, because I'm like stupid and bored and immature, I was like, I'm gonna use a British accent when I talk. That way she'll think I'm from England. Later on I'll laugh about it by myself like a loser. That was my whole game plan, right? Watch what happens. I put my window down, I'm like, excuse me, hate to be a bother, you, excuse me. I'm looking for McGovern Lounge. Do you know where McGovern Lounge is? This lady was legitimately Russian or something. She's like, you're looking for McGovern Lounge? I was like, are we fucking with each other? I had no idea what was going on. This lady's Eastern European. She's like, McGovern Lounge is right there. You'll see front. Walk straight in. I was like, okay, here we go. This bitch beat me at my own game. She's laughing, I still don't know what happened. I'm like half Russian, right? My buddy's in a band that tours all over the world. He told me Russian women are the prettiest women he's ever seen. So I thought about it, I'm like, maybe someday when I'm ready, I'll marry a Russian chick, right? Like, I'm Russian, she's Russian, that's pretty cool. Then I thought about it some more. I'm cool with my wife having that accent. I don't want my kids to get that accent. That would just freak me out. Every morning, my two kids are waking me up. Daddy, wake up, we've made pancakes. Like, what the fuck is in the pancakes? Don't ask questions, American. It's not poison. I'm like, who's anything about poison? This is not. You eat, we get life insurance. Vitaly, shh!
This shit too hot. I put it in the microwave too long. But I'm hungry as fuck. Oh my god. Fuck you, fool. Damn.
Like leather, skin is stronger when it's hydrated. But 9 out of 10 men don't get the hydration their skin needs.
Yo, Stiff.
That's why Dove Men Plus
Nobody give a fuck about your goddamn. I buy Dove body wash. I don't need to see the commercials to buy that shit, bro. All I need to do is read the ingredients.
Sprint.
Fuck Sprint.
Could not hold on to that. I dropped the cell phone in a porta potty. You done that? Dropped the phone in the toilet? Not as. Come on, somebody has. Did you fish it out? Thank you! It was a woman, too. I'm one of those girls, too. I don't touch anything in the bathroom. That phone went in there. It was a porta potty. I didn't even take a second to seat off with my bare hand. Pull the toilet paper on my arm, looked like a little Michelin woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it. Pulled it out, wrapped it up in plastic, went into the Sprint store. I'm like, I don't know what happened. It just quit working. And the kid's unwrapping it, and he's touching it all over. I got that dog eating grass. He's looking at it. Well, looks like you got water damage. Are you getting shitty service? Piss poor. Yes! Oh my.
I swear to God, I worked with a couple guys for a long time, yo. Man. So we hung out after work sometimes, yo. This motherfucker, I went with this dude to get a new phone. I forgot what it was. It was some HTC shit. But went with his ass when he got his phone, right? Nice ass new phone. It's been years ago. We got down. Swear to God, bro, the next day we at work on the construction site. Like halfway through the day. This motherfucker, I ain't seen his ass for a minute. Man, you come back around to where I was working at. He had this damn look on his face, just like this sad ass look. I'm like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you, man? Fuck you looking like that for? He's like, bruh, if I dropped my phone in the toilet. Your new phone? He's like, yeah, dude. I was like, did you get it? He's like, I'm not sticking my hand in the porta john, man. I was like, you had enough time, but you could have grabbed that shit. He was like, man, fuck that shit, yo. I was like, damn, dude, yo, he like he about to cry. Swear to God, this motherfucker wanted to cry. That probably what took him so long to came back, yo. He probably did cry. He probably did shed a couple tears for that phone, yo. That shit was, yeah, he paid like $2 something for that shit. He probably cried over that. But he said, goddamn. So he and they taking his shit, right? It was on his phone. And the little toilet tissue thing sits up high. So he said he's about to pull his pants up and shit. So he set his phone up on the tissue thing. So he went to stand up. And his elbow like hit that shit. And his phone just bounced one time. Boop, boop. Right in the fucking toilet. I was like, dude. That's why I'll never say, if I'm out in public, I don't really set my phone down nowhere. If I use that shit, man, I put that shit in my pocket. I'm not setting that shit here. Nah. Even if you taking a shit in public, you on your phone, put your phone in your damn pants pocket, then put your pants up. I'm not setting that shit nowhere. That shit is crazy. Fuck, it was sad as shit.
My gosh, you guys, I am just happy to be out of the house. Yeah, I got little kids. Anyone got kids in here? Oh, yeah? Yeah, you're happy too. And drinking, good. Yeah, kids, man, they change your life. Here's the thing, I got a boy and a little girl, right? Which is a nightmare for potty training. That is a nightmare because it's different from boys to girls, isn't it? Yeah, because one day the boy needs to learn to pee standing up, and hopefully your girl doesn't. That'd be weird. All right? One lady in one of my audiences yell out at me. She's like, because with the potty training, standing up, she's like, Cheerios for Target. They drowned the Cheerios. I'm like, lady, you need a bigger cereal, all right? I can't even hit Cheerios, man. What am I, a sniper? Come on. Cheerios, give them something to hit. Get them a frosted mini wheat, a Pop-Tart, a waffle. You know what I mean? Build up to the Cheerio. Give the kid a chance. Some of the older guys in here are like, I can hit 20 Cheerios at the same time. I got the spread action going on. Yeah. Because peeing changes when you get older, right? There's 4 streams, you guys. All right? Yeah, there's one. This one's all willy-nilly, goes everywhere. You have no idea where it's going. The other 2 are fairly accurate, and the 4th one doesn't even come alive until you put it back in your pants and ruins your khakis. Right? It's tough. So I got my son hitting it like 85% of the time, so I figure my job's done, right? And my son, he likes to pee with the bathroom door open, which he gets, I don't know what he gets it from, but as I'm walking by the bathroom, right, my son's going to pee, and this is what I see. And that's when we found out our shower curtain. Like urine, so that was fun.
So see, fellas, when you single and live by yourself, you got a lot of extra money. You got extra money in your pocket. Go to happy hour, do shit that you can do when you're single and you live by yourself.
But when your woman lives with you, you no longer have extra money. I'm sure you can relate to this, because when your girl lives with you, all of your extra money now goes to toilet paper. I don't know what the hell it is about women with toilet paper. Because 7 rolls of toilet paper can last a single dude 7 years, am I right? 7 rolls of toilet paper last a woman 2 days. 2 days. I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing with toilet paper? Are you just wiping one time and flushing? Like, you don't do that. Like, you gotta wipe, fold it in half, wipe it again, fold it in half, wipe it again, fold it in half, wipe it again, fold it in half, wipe one more time and flush. Like, by the time I flush, I got a shitty ass origami duck flushing in the toilet.
What?
I peeped in on my ex one time. She was making a whole castle on my toilet paper. She in the bathroom. I was counting the months. January, February, March. Hey, I said that's 7 months of toilet paper. For one wipe. Fold that in half.
So you know how many times I've been sitting in my apartment, just sitting on the toilet, letting go of the past, and worried. Like, genuinely worried. I'm like, what are you going to do, Jared, if someone breaks in your home? It's probably going to happen now. It's the most vulnerable time. Of course they break in right now. Why would they break in any other time? When you're in a fighting stance. Of course they're not going to do that. They're going to break in when you're taking a dump. Or jerking off or in the shower. I'll tell you something, guys. I've thought about it long and hard until my legs have gone numb. I've got a strategy. Yeah. If someone breaks in my home while I'm letting go of the past, I'll reach right in that toilet. And I will throw doo-doo at your f***ing face. Yeah. So I don't care who you are. Think about it. If you broke in an apartment in Redondo Beach and shit started flying in your face, you'd be like, whoa, this is inappropriate. I thought this was a classy neighborhood. You're running around like some sort of escaped monkey. Telling all my robber friends.
Oh my God, the commercials.
She has to be to put up with me. And I actually knew that I was going to marry her on the first date we ever went out. I had gone out the night before and had gotten a little too drunk, and my stomach was really not feeling very good. But I knew I didn't want to cancel on it. So we go out to dinner, and it was one of those magical nights, guys. And I really do hope everybody has a night like this, where you're sitting across from the person that you basically know you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And I'm sitting across from her.
Are you a real person? Yeah, you're not even a real person. They get the robots to call you now, bro. The robots will call you. Hi, I saw you looked on our website about a job. You're not even real, robot. You can't fool me. You cannot pass the Turing test yet. And then they freak out when you ask them, are you a robot? And then the line goes dead. They should just admit it. You're a robot? Yes, I am an artificially programmed robot. Calling your phone to ask you questions about your financial situation so we can gauge just how much more we can strain the average American. Because you can't afford to go to school. Hello? We're calling about your car loan. Bitch, I don't even have a car loan. Hello? We're calling about your overdue credit card. Bitch, I've never applied for a credit card. Hello, this is the robots are calling you, people. The robots are calling you. I'm an automated machine. And I sound fairly human. Until you ask me if I'm a robot. Then I'll hang up. Are you a real person? Oh shit, he knows. You're not real. Oh, the robots are calling you people. Don't answer the phone for the robots. And then you go to the store and you try to use your credit card or debit card and you swipe it and the girl says, oh, no. Insert the chip. Why? Because everybody's microchipped already. Yay! You have a microchip and the robots are calling you. This shit is getting fucking creepy. It's getting creepy out here, folks. Yes. Shit is getting weird. God damn this paint. It's getting weird, bro. The robots call me all the time. They call me like 2 or 3 times a day. Hello, this is the government. We've randomly selected you to receive $5,000. This is a one-time offer. No, robot. Boom, 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 boom. Just adding a little paint to the palette. So Sprint always has to send you a text message. You paid your phone bill. Thanks. Like, bitch, I know I paid my phone bill. Why do you have to text me? I'm like, who is texting me? It's Sprint. Here's your confirmation. Oh, guess what, guys? I think I may change jobs. There's a our local Boys and Girls Club needs a activity and art director. So guess who's going to apply for that job? What do you guys think? I could be an activity and art director.
And we're laughing and we're joking and things are going amazing. And I feel a sneeze coming up. Now, I sneeze like this. Ah! Like I'm like a mouth sneezer. The fucking worst. The mouth sneezer is the worst. So I don't want to scare her on our first date. So instead of ah! I plug my nose. And when I plug my nose, I shit my pants. Swear to God, first date, future wife, poopy pants, everybody, right? And I'm sitting there, and the expression, she must have seen it change on my face, because it was like, because she reached over and she grabbed my hand, and she was like, I know, it's a great date, I feel it too. And I was like, and I hope you don't feel it from across the table. She said, excuse me, I have to use the restroom. And I was thinking, you have to use the restroom. I am the fucking restroom at this point in time, right? So, what's my instinct when she leaves? As a man, what's my instinct? Run! You know why I didn't do that, man? I had shit in my pants. That's why I didn't do that. That's one of the, that's this run here. You know that? That terrible run from your car to your front door with your keys in your hand like this. Fuck. By the way, let me ask everybody, speaking of which, when you're in your car, why do you have to shit more when you see your house? Like, what do you think about your house? Sometimes I don't even know I got a shit. I pull into my driveway, I'm like, I'm out of shit on my car! Crazy, right? I'm not the only person that's ever shit in the front lawn, am I? Am I the only person? So I decide I gotta tell her. Yes, what else? I run through the Rolodex in my head. I got nothing. I gotta be honest with her. So she comes back, she sits down, and I said, I have to tell you something. And she said, you can tell me anything. And I said, well, we're about to find out, aren't we? I shit my pants. You know what she said? You know how I knew she was for me? She looked me straight in the eye and she goes, I knew it! I knew you shit your pants. I'm sitting 2 feet away from you. You don't think I could smell that you shit your pants? Everybody in this section knows that you have shit in your pants. I was like, no way. And the guy next to me was like, yeah, dude. She said, I went to the bathroom so you could leave with some dignity, but you're here when I get back. What's the deal with that? And I said, how are we going to get out of here? She said, well, we're going to pretend like you're retarded and walk you out the front door. That, my friends, is love.
Damn. I wrecked myself today. How? I didn't check myself. Has that ever happened to you guys? You're looking at me like you're better than me because you never wreck yourself. So I always check myself. I never forget to check myself.
You gotta check yourself
I never wreck
before
myself
you wreck
like this
yourself.
kid. Ooh. I wrecked myself because I didn't check myself. It's not like I forgot that phrase. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's important.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Should I check myself? Fuck it. And then I wrecked myself. And by wreck myself, I mean I pooped my pants. Don't judge me. You are? You know what? If you don't poop your pants at least once a year, you're not really living. You're not trying the weird items on the sushi menu and being adventurous. You're not going out drinking enough with your friends. You're young. If you don't poop your pants once a year, you're not really living. You poop your pants more than once a year, you need assisted living.
La-di-da, not a care in the world. Everything's great. Oh, diarrhea's here. It's here. Diarrhea's here. And immediately you gotta do the math of where am I on the 1 to 10 diarrhea scale? With 1 being like when this comes out tomorrow, it's gonna be a bit moist. That's like a 1. A 10 is like. And I was like an 8.7. I was pretty far up there. And I would say to Torg, I'm like, how much longer until we get to the top? He's like, like another hour and a half. And I'm like, yeah. all right, let's see what I'm made of as a man, you know? This is my time to test myself. It's just like, heroes aren't asked to be called upon. They're just called. So I just sucked it in as hard as I could, and I just started like duck walking up this giant bridge, just like holding it in with everything I had. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. Like whatever it feels like to give birth, this was the opposite of that. Just sucking in with everything I had. And I'm trying to hold it in. I'm sweating, but not sweating here. This is the sweat of heat or exertion. I'm sweating here. The sweat of mistakes and regret. But I'm doing it though, and there's a Scottish guy like right behind me in line. He goes like, pick up the pace, please. I'm like, shut your mouth, Scotland. I'm working on something. Just like, hold it. It hurt. Every once in a while I have to like lose control. I have to do one of these. You know, the last effort before you're gonna shit yourself. Where you just... I saw somebody once standing in the supermarket like this and looking at peanut butter for like 45 minutes. Until I realized he wasn't looking at peanut butter at all. He was just trying not to shit himself at Ralph's. Until he got control again. He was like, okay, I'm back to this. And I was doing it though for like an hour and 10 minutes. I was ahead of the game. It was awesome, okay? Until the end of this hike, and I don't know why, but they put a ladder. It just goes straight up for like 10 or 12 like steps. And I don't know if you guys can imagine like squeezing as hard as you can in here and bending your knee. But like you can't do, but like this, that's a release valve. I have no idea why these two things are connected. If you ask me, it's a design flaw. But somehow they are, and this opens up the floodgates. So I'm staring at this ladder, and I'm like, I don't know how the f I'm supposed to get up this ladder right now without bending my knees. And the Scottish guy's like, the ladder's clear. And I'm like, shut up, Braveheart, I know. God, I know why the English hate you. I'm like, all right, here's what I'll do. I figured it out. Like, here's what I'll do. I'll just reach up, and I'll just do pull-ups. I'll just step by step, I'll pull my dead body one step at a time up this ladder. And it was dead, because I'm squeezing so hard, so from here down, it's just dangling away. Like Joe Theismann's leg, just hanging there. It healed. Anyway, so I do 3 pull-ups, and then I realize, oh yeah, I'm very weak. I don't know why I thought I could do 10 straight pull-ups. That's ridiculous. When my all-time record was like 8, and that's when I was 20. So by the 4th one, I'm doing one of these. I can't do it. I can't do 4 pull-ups. That's what I learned, especially now when I'm squeezing. So I got to like here, and then I was like, good, going the wrong way. And then I lost it, but as I failed, this leg like caught on one of the rungs of the ladder. Yeah, it was like this. It was like that. And as I bent, you just heard the sound. It was just this terrible. It was like as well. It was like. It was just such a horrible feeling. And it's like, what is wrong with you, you idiots? You're an American representing your country in a foreign land, and your underwear is full of wet kangaroo meat because you got adventurous at dinner last night. And I'm just sitting there feeling horrible for myself until I remember, oh yeah, that Scottish guy is still right behind me. And I'm up 3 steps, so he's pretty much ass to face right now. And he just heard this sound, which is an unmistakable sound. Nobody ever hears that and goes, ice cream truck. Like ever, okay? And that's what you could hear, not only if you could see the Morse code situation that was happening in my pants. So I turned around to see if he had seen, right? This was his face. He was just going. Like whatever thought he had in his mind, like maybe when I go back, I'll go talk to Stacy. It was all just gone in an instant. He's like, oh, what a beautiful. So he's just staring at me for like a minute straight, pretty much non-verbally going like, how do you want to play this? And I'm just staring back at him, also non-verbally going like, oh, no. It's your move now. I laid my cards on the table. And this is what he said. I'll never forget it, because it was the nicest thing anyone human has ever done for me in my life. He looked at me for like a minute, and he goes, did you just shit your pants? Which is an honest thing you can say. Okay, it's very honest. And I was going to lie. I was going to be like, no, a pelican died or something. But But like he wasn't gonna believe anything, so eventually I was just like, yes, yes I do. And this is the part I'll never forget. He reached into his pocket and he pulled out a handkerchief. It was an embroidered handkerchief. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name, but his initials were ELM. That's all I remember. And he just goes, "I've been there, man." And he gave me this handkerchief. It was so fucking nice of him. I was almost like tearing up. I was like, after I made fun of you, dude, that's so kind of you to do that. And I just reached in there and started scooping just Twix travel-sized pieces of dump. And then I released it into the wind. And it sailed away like a covenant between our peoples.
What? It sailed away like a covenant between our peoples. Shit jokes. Those were funny. Poopy jokes.
Expenses are out of control, and we don't even know how bad.
We need better tracking. The FileMaker platform lets us speed up reporting so we can balance the...
I love romantic comedies. I don't know why. I just do because they're fucking dumb as hell. Because I'm a pothead and I just watch it. And I'm like, and what I end up doing is I overanalyze all the shit that happens in the movie. Because like I also love science fiction, but people are like, oh, science fiction is terrible because it's fake. I'm like, every fucking movie's fake. I can prove it. Romantic comedies. Every time that couple goes on a date, they always find parking right away. Like they just pull up the spot like, we're here. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What? You didn't circle the block one time? Just pulled up hottest spot downtown like we're here? Nah, man. I've had dates end because I couldn't find a parking spot.
Damn. Oh, these must be date jokes now. Yo, King Hazy. On your freestyle with it, King.
I love Netflix because I live alone, and Netflix is the only thing that'll check in on me. Cause you know, after a couple of hours, they put that message on the screen. It's like, hey, are you still there? It's like someone holding a mirror under your nose to make sure you're still breathing when you're asleep. Like, I'm like, yeah, Netflix, I'm here. I'm like, all right, is everything good? I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. I'm like, all right, you enjoy the show? We'll give you 30 seconds, start the next episode, check on you 3 more hours. I'm like, all right, Netflix, I'll be here. Like, I'm not even wearing pants. I'm not doing shit today. Let's get this going. Big fan. Way better than Hulu. Hulu doesn't give a fuck about you. Anybody here use Hulu? Hulu, dead or alive, as long as your credit card is valid, they'll just keep showing you TV shows. They don't give a fuck. They don't check in. They don't see how you're doing. None of that shit. Like, sir, he hasn't moved in 24 hours. Is his credit card good? Yeah. Fuck it. Show him Cheers. He'll watch that shit. Like, 38 seasons of it. Followed up with the Frasier spinoff. Who gives a fuck? His money's good and his data's going. Let's go.
You guys like binge watch? Do you binge watch, sir? You ever binge watch? Like for 8-9 hours though? Hey, you realize that you just fucked up your whole day doing that, right? Did you ever do that? Like, binge watching will fuck your life up, man. I gained 50 pounds ever since Netflix came out, man. I got that Fire Stick now with the Kodi app. I don't get no sleep, man. For real, cause you fucked up and binge watch. Like, cause you're like, you know what? Let me watch one episode. Everybody's talking about this shit. Then 8 hours later, like, God damn, I haven't slept and shit, cause you can't. I'm serious. I watched 2 seasons of fucking Narcos in one night. For real, cause I was like, you know what? Let me see what's up with Narcos. I turned it on a Tuesday. It's 7 in the morning on Wednesday. I forgot I had to take the kids to school. I forgot I had to go to work. For real, my wife's like, hey, motherfucker, you gotta go to work. I'm like, one more episode. I can do this. I can do this. Like, I don't even do cocaine. Where'd that shit come from? I think Netflix sent me that cocaine so I can stay up all night watching this shit. Like, you ever dream about it? You watch a show and then you fall asleep and you dream about the fucking show? That for real, it fucks your mind up, man. Like, where the Game of Thrones fans at? Where you fucking nerds?
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
I ain't gonna lie, I gave in, finally. I watched all 7 seasons in 2 fucking weeks, man.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
Because I was on the road, right? And every night I would just go back to the hotel and watch 3-4 episodes. And I was like going to sleep dreaming about that shit, man, for real. Like, I fell in love with the dragon lady, with Daenerys. I fell in love with her, man. She's bad, yo. Like, after 2 seasons, I was dreaming about her and shit. But I had to snap out of it because I was dreaming about her. I had little half Mexican dragon babies running around the house and shit. I'm like, yo, man, stop dreaming. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, that's why I don't like Walking Dead. Fuck Walking Dead. I hate that show. I watched one season, I was done. Because I ain't trying to dream about zombies, man. Fuck that, man. I live in West Inglewood. You guys ever heard of that area? All right, that's a bad area. There's a lot of winos and crackheads in my neighborhood. Don't watch Walking Dead till 4 in the morning and then walk your fucking dog. Don't do that shit. Fucked me up, man. I'm thinking about zombies all night, right? I just watched 8 hours of zombies. It's 4 in the morning. My dog's looking at me like, yo, I gotta take a shit. You've been watching zombies for 8 hours. So I took my dog out. I'm not gonna lie, I took my little pistol with me because it's a bad neighborhood and shit, right? I don't want to die walking my dog. So I'm thinking about zombies walking the dog, and one of my neighbors comes out of the game. We're like, hey, Joey, bro, you got a cigarette, bro? And I freaked the fuck out. I'm like, back up, zombie, back up. And then, like, the light hit his face. I'm like, oh, shit, that's Ernie. I almost shot Ernie, man.
I do love movies, and it's unbelievable what's coming out of Hollywood these days. And did anybody see John Wick? Did you see 2 as well? John Wick. These films starred an actor by the name of Keanu Reeves, who I believe is the best actor on the planet. Jupiter. I'm going to go Jupiter on that. In these films, as other big movies, the Matrix films, everything is kind of similar as far as what's going on. It's gratuitous violence. Everybody's kind of running around either in super fast motion or super slow motion. Sound is magnified 100 times. You see a guy come running out with a big shotgun. You can see the bullets. Sarcasm. You can see the bullets going through the air. We show them hitting the bad guy. No! Then it takes him a second or two to figure it out. He doesn't realize he's shot right away. Then he runs towards the guy who shot him.
I wish I was white sometimes, to be honest with y'all. You know, and I'm not saying that because the cops killing black people. I'm not saying that, although that should be a good reason, but I'm not saying that. I wish I was white because I always wanted to go on The Price is Right and win. I don't know if y'all know this, but black people don't never win on The Price is Right. I don't know if y'all realize that shit or not. Watch episode Monday. You gonna see we don't win. You know what I mean? And my grandmother actually thought the game show was racist. I ain't lying. I had a civil rights grandmama. You know, she been through all this shit. Water fountains, buses, and everything. And in her mind, everything racist. I'm tired of this. The Price is Right. You know when The Price is Right. Oh, the big screen. Fuck it. He was like, oh. That's a little cheap, but yeah, I mean, that's 15 on 5. Yeah, that's 15 on 5. They asked a black dude, how much for the TV? Black dude's on there like, He's looking at the audience for help. Y'all gonna throw a number out there for me? Y'all gonna help me out here? You know, he's like, can I call a friend, Bob? Can I call a friend? He's like, this ain't a game show. He's like, shit. You know what, Bob? I'm gonna say $35 a week for the TV, Bob. $35 a week. He was giving renters in the prices. I said, oh, Jamal, come on, man. You're setting us back, brother. You should have went on Deal or No Deal, Jamal. The
Price is Right.
I'm done with certain things. I'm done watching horror movies too. Anybody still watch horror movies? Only the old school ones, not this new Paranormal Activity shit. I'm tired of it. You pay $15 to scare yourself. That's all you do. You just sit in the theater the whole time just... That curtain! I think that curtain moved. Did that curtain move? I think it moved. That's it for 25 minutes until the ghost is like, fuck this chair. Like, that's all that happens. The entire movie, the ghost is like, I hate frames and bed sheets. It's a pissed off interior decorator. It's fucking move. And it's not even horror movies that scare me. It's afterwards that scares me, right? Like walking your car in the parking lot. That's scary, isn't it? You know, you leave the theater like, shit, why did we park so far? And if the further it is, even worse. You know what I do? I get on the phone with somebody. You ever do that? You're like, just get on the phone with me. Somebody talk to me, having a normal conversation, all right? We're just gonna talk, I'm gonna start skipping. Nobody can kill you when you start skipping. I'm gonna start skipping. You get in the car and you do a little pat down in the back seat. You ever do that move, the little pat down? But you don't look back there. You don't turn your face, because you know as soon as you do, knife to the head. That's why you don't do it. Because you know there's a midget serial killer back there like, ah. As soon as he looks back here, I'm gonna get him. Everything is scary after horror movies. You go home, you gotta pee, you go to the restroom, and the shower curtain's closed. Right, you're like, not tonight, not gonna pee in here. I'm gonna go pee in the kitchen sink. Who closed the shower curtain? Even if it's halfway closed, it freaks you out. Because you know the killer did that on purpose and he's standing there holding his breath like, stabby, stabby, get closer. You gotta jump for hallway lights. Oh, look at that. And if there's no double light switch, that light's staying on. I'm sorry. Horror movie night, gotta sleep like this, hands right next to your body, tucked in like a burrito. Every other night, who gives a shit? Hands stretched out. Who cares? Horror movie night, nope, like this. And then right before you go to bed, you always hear like, oh. Grab your cell phone and try to light the room with the worst possible light ever. You know what my biggest fear is? Is that one day I'm gonna be like, nothing, eyes. Oh my God!
Huh?
Washington Redskins, should they be able to call themselves the Redskins? I don't know. Yeah, yes. Some people say no. I think that they should be able to. But then they can only draft actual Native Americans to play for the team. Right? Think about that. That would be a badass football team.
Sport joke.
Just imagine 11 screaming Navajos coming down the field, and they would have the best defense in the league because they are not giving up any more territory. That's right. But that's what it should be. Whatever your team says they are, that's what they should have to be. If you're the San Francisco 49ers, your entire team should be 49-year-old men. That's it. Just in the huddle complaining about hemorrhoids and bad backs, losing every Sunday to teams like the Vikings, like real Vikings. Horns coming out of the helmet, they come out and they rape all the cheerleaders because they're Vikings. And the Buccaneers would come out with an eye patch and they'd rape all the cheerleaders. Oakland Raiders, rape the cheerleaders. They are raping. Cheerleaders would not be into this new type of thing. No, they should be what they say. Chicago Bears should come out, real Bears with helmets on, playing against 11 Dolphins just dead on the field by halftime. Just a stench in the stadium. And why is it that Native Americans are upset about the Redskins name? You don't hear African Americans complaining about the Cleveland Browns, do you? Don't awe. Oh, that's all right, they're black, they can awe. You guys can't awe. They're allowed to. They earned it. They earned it.
I like football. I just don't like hearing the athletes speak. Can we do something about that? They're great athletes, but come on, they're so macho. I don't like this one football player last season. I saw talking. He's all big and bad, right? They're talking to him. He's all like, "This is the playoffs, baby." This is the playoffs, baby. You lose, you go home. This is all about who doesn't want to go home the most. And I know what he's saying, but I'm like, really? Who doesn't want to go home the most? Really? I mean, let's say you took the Dallas Cowboys, right? And you put them up against a team of abused children. Now, clearly, those kids don't want to go home way more than the Cowboys. I think it's pretty clear who's going to win.
I don't watch a lot of sports. My wife can't handle it. She's like, I don't get you. You go to the game, then you come home, you watch the highlights on SportsCenter of the game you just went to, and the next day you read about it in 3 different papers on the internet. What are you, slow? Are you a simpleton? Is there a test on this shit? They lost. 14-7, not coming back. Because you don't know what it's like to cheer for a team since you've been 7. You've never been affiliated with a team. You grew up in Iowa. What'd you cheer for, corn? Come on, corn, grow. Hope we have a good harvest this year. She's like, what's the best that can happen, John, if they win it all? You get to say, my team's better than your team. My city's better than your city. I'm associated with a winner and you're not. Yes! You call me slow. It took you 15 years to figure it out.
I'm from Texas, man. I played football in high school. That's what you do. You play football in high school. The only problem with me was my freshman year of high school, I was 5'3" and 96 pounds. Yeah, the first time I got hit, I saw Jesus. Which is okay for most of you, but I'm Hindu.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and you need something to kind of warm the whole body up and get it going.
Do you realize how hard you have to be hit to see somebody else's God? I like how half of you got the joke and the other half's like, he's not Mexican? Only at the airport, only at the airport. Straight through security. I know, right? I just keep walking.
So yeah, I'm from Chicago. We got the Bulls. All right, nice. A lot of fans. A lot of fans. I like the Bulls though, regardless if you like basketball or not. The Bulls have a scary nickname, you know, like a bull. Like that's scary. And I like to imagine that the coaches throughout the years for the Bulls have used that as motivation in the locker room. You know, like they get their leg up on the stool, they're like smoking a cigarette, they throw it out, their clipboard, and they're like, all right guys, we got a big game tonight. Now just remember, you guys are Chicago Bulls, all right? I want you to get out there, I want you to see blood, I want you to see red, charge your enemy and go stab him through the fucking chest with your horns and win this game. And if I was on the team, I'd be like, woo, yeah, let's do it, coach. But what do the other teams in the NBA do? You know, like there's a team called the Indiana Pacers. What does their coach say before a big game? Like, hey guys, we're Pacers, all right? Now get out there and set the pace. Not too fast, not too slow, just a nice easy pace. That's how we're gonna win a title. Or like the Brooklyn Nets, like, hey, we're the Nets. A multi-purpose fishing and hunting object. And if we wrap ourselves around a woman's leg, she becomes a hooker. And now they got the Pelicans, like, what does their coach say? Like, hey, you guys, we're the Pelicans. A large seafaring bird feeds predominantly on fish at or near the water's surface. Now get out there and take a shit on somebody.
I just had this basketball coach in Texas, right? They used to always be in trouble with the law. But he would never tell you what he was in trouble for. He would give you bits and clues, like bits and pieces. You had to figure it out. We go play a game, right? You know people like that? We go play a game. He's like, everybody get in here, listen, Sydney, listen up, tie your shoes. We're about to go play Dunbar. Now when we get there, we win, we go to the playoffs. Now there's going to be a lot of news crews, a lot of reporters going to ask you a lot of questions. I want to let you know something. I never touched that little girl. Everybody went on 3. He would show the practice like an hour late, like, everybody huddle up. Jesus, rumors, listen. You're going to go home tonight and watch 60 Minutes. You're trying to tell you I slept with one of your teammates. I never kissed Matthew. Layup lines, everybody, let's go. He hated me. He used to be like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you want to be successful, it's got to go basketball, God, then your family. You got to put basketball above God. I tell my wife all the time, it goes basketball, God, family, then you. If something happens to my family, I'll slide you right up. She ended up leaving him, right? And cheating on somebody with her from her job. He's like, hey, listen, she left. She's no more. It still goes basketball, God, cocaine, then you. One time we lost the game. He was pissed at me. He's like, Sydney, you fucking suck. All right? I was like, no, I don't. Yes, I'll tell you the truth. We don't really fucking need you. You're not that good. Matter of fact, it goes stars the bitch, then you. If the bitch dies, we'll slide you right up.
Jeremy Lin, man, this is a big time for Asian Americans. Wow. It's great because, like my parents would always be like, you can't do basketball as a sport, professionally. You're too short, you're Asian, blah, blah, blah. But now with Jeremy Lin, they're like, okay, like, maybe I understand. But then my dad goes, okay, like Jeremy Lin, that's good. He played basketball. Maybe you can play basketball. What school did Jeremy Lin go to? Harvard. So if you want to play in NBA, you must go to Harvard. It never ends. Jesus Christ. But Jeremy Lin, like, good stuff. I love him. One thing that's gotta go, the Lin puns. Have you guys heard these? Jeremy Lin, Linsanity, that's pretty cute. Lincredible, I see that. Oh, hey, take a look at this Linpressionist painting. I've heard that one, that's pretty good. But it's getting to a point, though, where my friends are using it kind of in daily conversation, and they're not really thinking about it. The other day, my white friend, this is important, he was white, he came up to me and he tried to make a Lin pun out of the word lunchtime, at which point I said...
We do things, as Americans, we do things. We just do things that are irritating. Every 4 years, we pretend that we like soccer. That's annoying to the rest. It's annoying to the rest of the world. Right? Only Americans would do that. Only Americans would show up and think we're going to beat the world at their sport. That we don't play or watch. Just, we're here now, so what do we do? What do we do? We kick it? All right, come on, guys. Let's say we kick it. Let's win the whole thing for America. Fuck yeah, America. I know we like soccer here in LA, but as a country, it's not even our 5th favorite sport. Like, search your heart, okay? In the U.S., soccer is right below the WWE and right above hide and seek. That's where soccer is. Think about this game that the whole world plays. The whole world plays this game. Most popular game. And in this game, you can only use your feet. This is the whole game. Maybe your head, but this is the whole game. And the rest of the world, they said, hey, that game we play where you only use your feet? Let's call it football. That makes sense. And then we said, you know what? Here's what we're going to do, actually. We have this other game where you use your hands. You catch it, you throw it. One guy kicks it sometimes. Yeah. We're gonna call that football. And that game you guys play, I don't know, what do you wear on your feet? Socks? We'll call that soccer. How about...
KFC presents the new 10-piece chicken feast for only $19.99, featuring 2 large mashed potatoes and 4 biscuits, with a whopping 10 pieces of chicken. Get it all for only $19.99 before it's gone. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
I got pissed off at a Febreze commercial. It sounds stupid, but you gotta watch how they market shit to us. We all see this commercial, right? They got 2 people, they blindfolded in the space. They walk in, they're like, oh my God, it smells like fruits and berries. It's springtime, where are we? And they take the blindfold off, and there's 2 dead bodies laying in front of them, right? There's flies and shit coming off the body. But they so enamored with the Febreze, they're like, oh my God, Febreze, how did y'all do this? This is so amazing. Never in my life have I ever took a shit in my house, sprayed Febreze, had somebody come over and say, hey, it smells like fresh linen in here. Anytime my shit is sprayed Febreze in my house, people come over and be like, hey, did you shit and try to cover it up with some Febreze? Because it smells like shit and linen in here.
Man, anybody here, I mean, I know there's plenty, but born and raised in Chicago your whole life? Yeah. I lived here my whole life. I don't know if you guys have this, but like, I realized recently that like, growing up in Chicago and living here for my whole life has caused me to gradually become numb to the distant sound of human screams. I don't know if anyone else has that. Like, not like a cry for help, I'll respond to that, but it's like a distant like, get up, or just like, hey, fuck you! I don't even notice those anymore. It's like ambient white background noise. Like a soundscape alarm clock with like a babbling brook. Like, if I'm going to bed at night and my window's open, I don't hear any screams, I'm just like, oh fuck, is the whole city dead? Am I the last one? Why is nobody screaming? I realized like my desensitivity to it over the summer. My cousins were staying at my place, they were in town from Ohio. In my apartment, it's a, okay, first of all, my apartment is a dumpster, and it's not even on the, like, a garden unit, it's like ground floor. So like you just walk straight, like the sidewalk's right outside the front window. So we're hanging out drinking beers in my front room, windows were open, some guy walked by and screamed, and I didn't even notice at all. And my cousins from Ohio were like, oh my God, is that man okay? Is everyone okay out there? What happened? I was like, what are you guys talking about? And like, oh my God, this man screamed right at your window. I was like, okay, cool, check this out. Did any of his spit get into your mouth? No, then fucking calm down, all right? Nothing happened.
Rough. I've been on a comedy tour. By tour, I mean I've been taking megabus to different cities, trying to get some love. Did an all-women's liberal arts college. All white women. And me. Had a field day with the conversations. I got brave. That was a word they were using a lot. Brave. Like, you're so brave. I'm like, thank you. Laid out a challenge. I was like, I'll give one of y'all, just one of y'all, the opportunity to ask me anything you want, and I'll answer it on behalf of all black people. I'm not gonna do that shit tonight. Don't get excited. Put your notes away. One girl was brave enough to raise her hand. She had to raise her hand. She put the hair behind the ear. It wasn't even no hair there. She just did it out of habit. She was like, Clark, like, oh, Clark. Okay, like, what's the deal with Tyler Perry? True story. I missed the all black people meeting, so I didn't have an answer ready for it. Tyler Perry makes a lot of money dressing up like an old black woman and saying hello, and motherfuckers can't get enough, right? He did a movie called Boo Madea Halloween. He's 75, woman goes to a haunted house, killed at the box office. It was a silly movie. It was a silly, sometimes people just don't want to think, right? But there was backlash because it made so much more money than a movie called Birth of a Nation, which was about slavery. People would rather see this nigga dress up like an old woman and be scared throughout a movie than to see slavery. But I'm like, that's not a black thing. Every race does that. She asked me what's the deal with Tyler Perry. I asked her, what's the deal with Adam Sandler? You never walked out of one of his movies like, damn, I never thought about it like that. Man, Waterboy was a thinker. You've never done that. I give you a bad example. We did a movie called Big Daddy. Ooh, everybody saw Big Daddy. You got an empty Big Daddy DVD case at the house right now, propping up the fridge. But it was stupid. Big Daddy still made $175 million domestic. $175 million. You know what didn't make $175 million? Schindler's List. Wasn't even close. Adam Sandler is Jewish Medea. It's the same thing with a different hat. We all the same. Every race has an embarrassment. People, Puerto Ricans ain't happy about that motherfucker, but y'all keep doing shots. Vin Diesel, that's 4 races he embarrassing. But y'all keep saying Fast and Furious. That shit sucks, but he's rich.
I got my own appearance a little bit recently. I used to identify as kind of more like butch, androgynous, but I decided I would like to identify as sexually active. I know there are butch women who get laid all the time. I'm not saying otherwise. It's just, I feel like when you're a butch woman, you're sort of going for like a James Dean and Rebel Without a Cause kind of thing. Nobody wants to fuck lesbian Michael Cera. So I grew my hair out, I bought some clothes that fit me a little bit better. I just can't get behind the idea of wearing makeup. I don't like makeup. In the first 25 years of my life, I didn't even consider wearing makeup. And then, just as an experiment, I took a selfie of me wearing a fuck ton of makeup. I put it up on OkCupid, and my visitors quintupled. And I was like, holy shit, I think every other woman in the world might be onto something. And now I believe that makeup should be illegal. I'm completely serious. I believe that makeup should be illegal. Because here's the thing. If nobody wore makeup, I would be reasonably attractive. So why did I have to buy face paint just to get back to where I started? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm a 5. But if nobody wore makeup, the scale would be out of 5. This is why they banned steroids in baseball. Makeup is just doping for dick. That is all it is. There is no other reason to wear it. I hear women say they wear makeup because it's fun. That's bullshit. Makeup is not fun. No artist wants to wake up every day and paint the same slowly decaying flesh canvas.
I slept with this girl once who liked getting choked during sex. You guys ever come across that? It's weird. You smiled a little bit too big. He's smiling even bigger, so... I think that's a weird fetish, man, which is a weird thing to say because fetishes are weird. That's what make them fetishes. But I think it's a double standard of a fetish, if anything. Choking, right? Because if a woman's talking about her sexual preference and she goes, yeah, I like to be choked. Some guys find that sexy, okay? Some do. But it's such a fucking double standard because if a guy is talking about his sexual preference and he goes, yeah, I like to choke women. That guy's a murderer. That's all he is. He's not a sexy murderer. Don't trust that guy, okay? And there's all these sexy couples who always work out at the fucking gym together. I had this friend who posted a picture on Instagram. It said, it was him and his fucking girlfriend, and they were posing at the gym, right? It's like couples who work out together stay together. Yum, 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 yum. That's not true at all, okay? Because people who work out in general are ambitious people, right? They want better things. They're at the gym, they want a better body. And when they achieve that, they're gonna want a better significant other. It's just how it goes. So couples who work out together stay together? No. Couples who smoke weed and binge watch Netflix together stay together. Thank you. Ask any a relationship? Dude, I'm not even thinking about getting out of my fucking pajamas, okay? What am I thinking about getting out of? Nothing. I'm thinking about getting into a bowl of Cocoa Puffs, getting into a How I Met Your Mother marathon. And if I'm real ambitious, I will get into my girlfriend because she's there, you know? Couples who work out together stay. Kristen, you're coming up on a year with Tim. He hasn't worked out in what, ever? So, good for you. Give it up for Kristen. That's great.
I'm in a long distance relationship. And I don't know if anybody ever been in a long distance relationship before, but it's tough, you know. It's tough for me because my girl, she lives far away. Like really, really far. She lives in the future, so, and she's fucking somebody today, but, so I'm single if y'all ain't get that. I'm single as shit. I'm getting older, man. Like, I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. You know, I'm thinking about dating. I just turned 30, you know? Just turned 30 a few months ago. And I felt like when you get to, you know, the age of 30, you have to stop with your childish ways, you know? Stop with some of the immature things you used to do. I hate the fact that I'm 30 years old and I'm still ticklish. Like, I thought I was gonna change on my 30th birthday. Like, no grown man should have uncontrollable giggles. I don't like that. Before I get out of here, I will say this, that, you know, I feel like as we get up, we lose our imagination. I be having regular ass dreams. My dreams be regular shit. Like having a dream about work, bills, money, like all of this regular shit. The other night I had a dream that I woke up, made breakfast, clocked into work, cursed out my boss, clocked out, came home, made dinner just to realize none of that really happened. Like I do that for real. The only reason I knew it was a dream is they don't even have a job. Like that's the.
I just want to say this. I've been with my wife now for 4 years. We've been married two and two and a half now. We've been married 2.5 years, and I appreciate her for being super dope. I like whoever that was on clap. That was probably her sisters. No, because I thought I wasn't good at dating. It wasn't because I was fucking up. It was just like we in a new place. I'm old, so y'all do shit that I wasn't expecting. Like, tell me the truth. Don't fucking tell me the truth. Lie to me. Save my feelings. I can't deal with all this honesty. Like this woman told me one time, she was like, hey, you can't fuck me as good as my vibrator. To my face, though? To my face. Tell your homegirl that shit. I don't need to know that. That shit is unnecessary information. Because I can't fuck any better than I'm fucking. This is all I got. Sure, give me some more. No, that's all the dick I have. It's not going to get girthier. It's not going to get longer. And I'm not getting more energy as I get older, motherfucker. This is the best dick you're going to get tonight. Tomorrow it's going to be a little less good until I die, motherfucker. Well, she was right, and I understood she was right, because she had a Hitachi. That's a vibrator that plugs into the wall. Do you understand the power of a vibrator that plugs into the battery's not going dead. That motherfucker just I can't zzz. I can put my mouth on it and hum a little bit. Eventually, I'm gonna run out of breath in this bitch. You know, not that motherfucker. I can't outfuck our robot. I'm not trying. That's bullshit. So I told her, come to the bedroom with me and bring that toy. And she did. And I sat down in the corner. I said, get started without me, because I don't know how to work that equipment. And I saw some amazing shit. Fellas, pay attention. This shit is amazing. I watched her turn it on, and she put it right here. A couple of ladies were like, yeah, that's right, Dallas. We weren't confused about the area. It was that y'all didn't move it. See, all the dudes in here like, I thought this worked. This doesn't work? This little move right here? Yeah, you like that, don't you? No, they don't like this shit at all. I don't know who told us to do this. They lied to you. They're like, yeah, that's great, Daddy. No, it's not. This shit is horrible. We don't even get manicures. We just scarring up her inner thigh, slapping her labia side to side. We don't put a callus on her clit because it's some dumb shit we saw on Pornhub. Stop doing that shit. The other thing I learned was if you ever hear your lady say, oh my God, I'm about to come. Nah. She just wants you to get off her, B. You gotta learn the signs. Your lady has signs. Some things she just can't fake. Like I learned this lady would catch epilepsy and her shoulder to her hand, just this side, just go crazy. She was like, I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Is she in the game? Because I ain't seen no shit with her hands like that. What is she reaching for? I ain't got no lamp over that motherfucker. She can't move the blinds. Why is she doing this with her arm? And then it hit me. Oh shit, she's trying to catch her soul and put it back in her body before she dies. Her legs started shaking, her eyes went crossed, and I heard this noise that sounded like she was on an AOL account logging in on a 56K modem. She was like, oh. And I didn't know what that shit was, but my body got up on its own. I was like, oh, it's time to go. So I started running over to her because I thought she was in trouble, and my dick just automatically went in. It was like, boom, and she went, ah! And it hit me. And I looked her in the eye and I said, the tie goes to the runner. I made you come, you're welcome.
Tax breaks for the ultra-rich paid for by increasing our premiums. They get richer, we get squeezed.
I've been with my lady for 8 years. A lot of times you see single people say that they want...
Alright, let me get out of here for a while. I'll be back later.